grab a beer.
Yeah, grab a beer, man. I'm drinking 2 beers. We're drinking fucking beer. That's what we're doing tonight, man.
Let's do it.
Is my shit going out? Oh, there it is. Can you guys hear all my stuff?
Off,
What up, Patrick Sandy? What up, Chris Radiation? What's up, everybody? What's up, you brungies? And it's going to open up in a new window. Watch this. It says it's waiting. Yeah, it's blowing it again. The hoppy business as usual. Padres won, dude.
Oh, did they? Yeah, I knew they were up like what, 5-3 or something like that.
Yeah, I think they were down 2-0 or 4-0. Okay, this one says we're live. Oh, it's called the Genus Peter Griffen. We'll kick it over here.
Wells Fargo has donated $390 million.
I just heard that. Whatever that was.
You did hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sounded
good
like a
news
woman's
then.
voice.
Yeah, that is very good news then. That means I think we're ready to rock and roll. What up, Sterling? We can't start that early. I'm going to send you guys over here.
There we go. All right,
Can you hear me now?
now I'm on the right page.
10-second delay.
What's up, Sunset? How you doing, brother?
All right, we're in here, man. I'm way loud though. All right, let me go over to. I don't know why this blue waffle thing wasn't working. Let's take this. This is the live one, and let's put it right here. I think that's gonna work, man. What are you drinking now, dog? I'm gonna get fucked up
One of those
tonight.
smoked lagers I was talking about
I'm
earlier.
gonna get fucked up tonight.
Try to show it on the can.
What's the ABV on that, Braj? What up, everybody?
4.8.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not at all.
That's definitely lager territory.
Got my Just Brewing glass.
There you go, man. I've got my hazy little something, man. The best, easy, accessible New England IPA to get out there, man. Cheers, everybody. Let us know in the comment section what you're drinking tonight. I think we've got Alias coming on a little bit later on. What's up, Goose Frobby? Chris Radiation, Sterling B. Wish this thing started at 7 p.m. That's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just can't do it, man. Glad you're here, though, Sterling B. Your first name is my middle name. Starting on Saturday? What are we talking about? Is it Saturday? It's Wednesday.
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Big shout out to everybody that was here last week. That was fun. Who else did we have on? Who was the Brew Show or Peter? Genus?
Oh, yeah, it was in Peter, I believe, yeah.
And then the Brew Show was the week before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Brown Man, aka Alias, or vice versa, is chilling out. He's got 2 brew days going on, back-to-back brew days. So we'll see him on here in a little bit. Maybe we'll get somebody else on. Cheers, everybody, man. You know, I'm just going to rip an NBC.
Just say it.
Pumpkin beer from Aldi.
I got a question for you, dude.
Yep.
I know that hoppy beers and West Coast beers have the shortest shelf life, and Pilsners have the best shelf life. But where do you put it in brown ales? 'Cause I'm drinking a brown ale, and it kind of tastes soy saucy. You know, it's been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of tastes stingy.
If I had to take a guess, honestly, I don't really even like brown ales. Never brewed one.
Oh, really?
I don't have a taste for it. Yeah,
Okay.
They don't really do anything for me.
You don't
But
like
if I had to
sweet
take a
beers.
guess, I would say somewhere around 6 to 9 months. 9 months being the max. I don't think you'd want to go much more than that.
What do you do to preserve beer? Like, if you were going to get beer out in all 50 states, what's the best way to preserve beer? Aside from having like good product placement, you know, like you want to get your beer on shelves and eye level views, and you know. But what's the best way to preserve beer?
Well, like most people say, is just keep oxygen out. That's number one, obviously.
Yeah, but they gotta be putting something in beers and like Coors Light and Heineken and stuff like that.
Wow.
Genus talks about using citric acid, especially with like the hoppier styles, to bump up the shelf life a little bit.
Keep it cold, Ron Barnes. What's up, Ron Barnes? How you doing, player?
Keep it cold. Yeah, that's kind of like
cold, no sunlight, no oxygen are obviously like the main, 10-second elevator speeches. But you know that like Coors and Budweiser, they've got something in there. It's like McDonald's shit. You know, you put a hamburger in a glove compartment for 2 weeks and come back, and that thing is still just as good.
Wow.
Put that MSG in there.
Dude, shoot it up with some MSG. I want to give a couple shout outs, man. We had a lot of love last Wednesday, man. Cheers, you Brajas. We got some subscribers. We got some members. Super chatters were fulfilled straw. It's a great name. Much love. Good luck to the Padres. +1 for the Braves. Braves didn't make it, man. 1 week ago was a long time ago in baseball, but I do like the Braves.
Last year.
They did win it last year. And then Freeman went to the Dodgers, right? He was the man on their team last year. Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, I believe so. It was like his last year. He played his whole career there, if I'm not mistaken. Then he left. It's kind of like a.
Dodgers,
and then he even talked about how he misses like his old team while he was with his new team, which is like a big no-no.
That $500 million contract will get you though. But I'm a Braves fan. I do like the Braves. I do like the Mets too. Will, thanks for the love, man. Will, Knothead Brewing, Meso Things, Ron Barnes, NSW, Small Batch Brewing. Chris Radiation, he's in here right now. Much love, Chris. NS Small Batch Brewing, Meso again, and I Drink, man. So we got a video out this week, and it got a stream, and it feels good. I don't like doing these streams. I mean, I love these streams, but I feel like they're just a lot more enjoyable if I get some content out. That's all I have to say about that. What's going on in your world, though, Noam? I know you guys are talking about saison and refined sugar lately. I'm kind of looking at our group text as I'm, shuffling my life around.
Well, I think that was Aliaz is brewing a saison today, so he's like trying to, I think, use what he has on hand. So he's just trying to make sure it's like not going to cause any problems. But yeah, I mean, using sugar a lot of times people use like honey, but really any sugar I think would go in a saison. It's gonna be fermented out anyways. Like if anything, it'll impart like very little flavor. But
is he talking about
certainly boost the ABV?
To taste, that's it. Just to boost the ABV, just use it solely as dry malt extract or liquid malt extract or cane sugar.
Well, I mean, another thing is it'll dry out the beer, but with a saison, you don't really run into that problem often. So I don't know.
I did a saison once. I did one. I don't know. It was like a farmhouse ale yeast, and we were able to ferment at 75 degrees right when I started brewing. I'm kind of out of the game in general, specifically with saisons.
Yeah, I don't typically add sugar to my saison. Like I said, I don't have a problem drying them out. Like usually mine end at like 1.002, 1.006 at most. So
gotcha.
Dryness is not really an issue. And personally, I'm not really trying to make like a strong saison. Like 6.8, I think, is the strongest one I've made. And even that one is it happened by accident, because that's the thing about that style. Like you'll try to make like a high 5 and then it'll finish way drier than you anticipated. Yeah. And you end up with a stronger beer. But luckily with that style, it doesn't come across boozy whatsoever. So
have you ever done
too big of a problem?
Have you ever done under 1.00? Am I just tripping from like the couple times I've done mead? Can that happen in beer? Because I know it happens in mead.
It probably can happen with like a Brett, but for me it was 1.000. I've had a couple beers end at that. I don't know. I can't give you a definitive yes, it's possible with beer. I'm not really sure, but
just maybe let it. I don't know, the barrel aged stuff. I mean, I don't know, but I do know that I'm drinking beer right now, and the Brew Show just gave you a shout out. He says he's just dropping in to tell everybody to subscribe.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to the Brew Show and shout out to Hops and Gnarly, man. They had a good collab, and I know collabs are very difficult just to communicate and go back and forth, be on the same page, upload the video at the same time. Nobody wants to upload it a month before the other guy, and there's a lot of kind of waiting around usually on one side of it. But it was a great video, and shout out to them. And I was talking to Trent today. I was talking to Kyle today. I was talking to Jesse from Stilla today. Everybody's putting out content right now, except for Genus Brewing. Called out, but Martin's on a good one. Brew Show's always on a good one. I finally had a video that wasn't just complaining about how I don't get views, or Josh Wiseman or some shit. Hops and Money. What's up?
What are you drinking, by the way?
Brown.
Oh, you said that already. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, we're chilling. Well, now we have to drink.
Yeah, true.
Bed of Nails. You'll drink this here when you're here in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 15 days, man.
Yeah, buddy. I got a couple days off from the brewery, and we're gonna party. Is Jorge Castro in here? What's up? What's up, Jorge? Hope you're all well, man. He's down there in hurricane country, man. And talked to him a little bit. Yeah. He's all back to normal, man. So cheers to that. Cheers to Jorge. We got to get Jorge Castro on here soon too. What's up, Josh? How you doing, brother? Try to get that Houston vlog out there. I'm sorry, Austin. I always get Austin and Houston confused.
Close enough.
Yeah, we had a really good time out there. And Sunset's sister goes by the nickname of Fish, is in production at Meanwhile Brewery, and she gave us one hell of a tour with stuff I haven't even seen before. You remember those new kegs? There was a lot of new shit I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
It was like top of the line stuff.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was last brewery I can think of that like blew me away. You know what I mean? Where
Meanwhile?
like, because kind of seen it all at this point, but
Right.
for whatever reason like that, there was so much. Like, it wasn't just a brewery, it wasn't just a tap room. There was a stage, there was food, there was like food trucks, like a playground, a soccer field. Like, it was just like, what the fuck? This is a brewery, you know?
Yeah.
I know we've talked enough about Meanwhile, but it really is an amazing place for sure.
It's a good spot, and there's a brewery opening up. We talk about it all the time on here. It's called Yeehaw, and we'll go. They're not going to be open when you guys show up, but we can go over there. I'm pretty good buds with the general manager over there. He's a really good dude. Goes by the name of Charles Ellis. I've name dropped him on here once or twice, but they're doing the same thing. They've got a huge stage in the back of their brewery where you could almost get not A-list bands, obviously, but like the B-list bands that play $20, $25 show admission, stuff like that. And it's going to be interesting because that's a big deal for Knoxville to have a huge brewery come in with a big stage, like a big, not like a grandstand, but pretty much what Meanwhile's was, you know, like you could have like a high school up there or like a graduation type thing. You know, it's big enough for something like that. And they're putting one in here. And it's going to be interesting to see how well they do because Knoxville is kind of a territorial mom and pop vibe. Like in San Diego, it's just like, who's got the money, you're moving in, this and that. You know, There's like no community at all. You know, everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. It's fast paced. There's way too many people there, but Knoxville's a little bit different of a vibe. And it's kind of hit or miss with Yeehaw. And this is the first brewery coming in that's like big money. So we'll see, man. You know, at the end of the day, the dollar bill always wins. And, you know, I don't know if they're worried about people talking shit or not liking us or saying whatever, but, you know, they're moving forward.
Yeah, you said that guy's connected with that, the Smoky Mountain Moonshine?
Yeah, Joe Baker, Smoky Mountain Moonshine. Every time I bring that up, Kyle from Clawhammer is just like, fuck, man, that could have been me, you know, because Kyle's very industrious like that, always thinking of the next move. And that Joe Baker guy who owns Smoky Mountain and Yeehaw, I think he's like 45. Yeah, I mean, he's just one of those guys, man. He could have retired light years ago. But it's just not about the money, you know, it's just whatever. Maybe it's getting the hell away from your wife, a drive, getting bullied from, you know, high school, but that guy just keeps it going, you know.
Hammer should have thought of putting pickles in a jar.
Was that their first one?
I don't know. I'm just joking, but that's the one that interests me the most. Like every time I see that damn thing, I'm like, I gotta buy it. But it's like, like I said, I don't like hard alcohol. So,
but it's the best branding ever. Hold on, I want to say a couple shout outs.
It really is.
It's the best branding ever. What's going on, Meso? How are you, man? Thanks for the super chat last weekend. What's up, Chalky White? You got a great username, Patrick Sandy, my barrage out there in Tennessee. Mega Man's rocking and rolling. NW Small Batch Brewing, man. Let's get it started. Cheers, you Braj. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, but back to the success of Old Smoky Moonshine. I think it's kind of one of those things like Red Bull or Truly. Like just the can sells it, you know, because it's not moonshine, because moonshine is illegal.
Yeah. Oh, plus this is only 20%.
It is?
So it's like, yeah, well, the one with pickles, yeah, it's only 20%.
But the other stuff's got to be 40%, right? Like the basic whatever, whiskey or vodka. They
have other ones that are even weaker, actually. They have ones that are like dessert ones that are like 17.5, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe like 14.5.
Dude.
It's supposed to taste like ice cream.
College
but
girls.
Then they do have stronger ones as well.
College girls. What up, Noel? What's up, man? Grateful Beer. CH, you working at a brewery? Yeah, I work at a brewery. I work at Highwire in Knoxville. I pour beer at night and I edit by day. It's just a satellite tasting room. We don't have production. All of it's done in Asheville, where I'm going next weekend for a company party, and I'm staying with Kyle from Clawhammer. And hopefully I have that Austin video out by then, man, because that video's fun. Jess and Josh and us and just fucking watching all y'all's dance and all this shit.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
That was entertainment enough.
I remember I was like trying to film. What was the name of that bar we were at with the live music?
High Noon.
High Noon. When the bartender gave me her phone number and then the next day blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, High Noon. I remember I was like looking around for all of us. At one point he was dancing with his Hawaiian shirt on, just kind of doing this like, I don't know what he was doing, some dad dance. Next thing I know, I couldn't find him. I was looking around. I looked up on stage, and he was up on stage, and he was talking to the lead singer, but he was like 6 inches away. Like, dude, like what kind of guitar is that? Like, where are you from, man? I was like,
Super into it, yeah.
Yeah, we're on a good one right now. We got to back up a little bit. What up, Rob Cook? Could be worse. It could be 2:30 a.m. and in the middle of your shift. Where is it 2:30 a.m.? London?
England, probably.
Shout out to Rob Cook, man. Where are you at, Braj?
I don't even see that in the chat. Like, it's weird how some messages like get lost.
Because
it's see it on like the.
Yeah, my shit's all jacked up because because I created on YouTube and then it says, do you want to go live now or do you want to use a streaming service? And then I go back and I click on streaming service and I come back to Streamlabs and it says, you want to create something new? And it says, no, use the existing one you just created. And it still creates two sometimes. And then throughout the stream, it'll sync them like an hour in.
Fucking
Watching
YouTube.
CH hunt down a cigarette was entertaining. That probably happened every night. I'd buy a pack, smoke 3, and then put water in them and then dump them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my move.
Dude, that was genius. It really was. You're like, nope, this is what I do. I'm like, I watched it. I was like, well, all right, that's fucking discipline right there, man.
I only want the 4. I don't want to wake up because the cigarettes are like candy to me, man. It's like, you know, it's gold or yellow. It's like the most gorgeous color, and it's just staring at you in the morning. And you're like, do I really need a morning cigarette? No. And when you start smoking in the morning, then it's on. Now you're a smoker and you're buying packs. So if you just smoke when you're drinking and having a good time on the weekends, and then throw the pack away. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's what kind of bullshit I tell myself. What up, Yeast in the Barrage? CH modding the chat. What did I do? What, where's your chat at? What up, Blackwood Brews? The clip of him dancing on Instagram had me rolling. Shout out to Blackwood Brews, man. Everyone's in here. I got nothing written down, man. I got nothing written down. We typically don't. It's a little bit quieter in here without Alias, but I don't know. I'm gonna brew this weekend, Noam. Should I do a hazy or an IPA? It's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah, well, they're both IPAs.
True.
So you're brewing an IPA.
I think if I do, what up, Hops and Gnarly? We were just talking about you a little bit earlier, man. Good job on that collab with Brew Show. That was fun to watch. And those things are difficult. What up, Luke Niederhofer? I think if I brew a hazy IPA, I'll drink it all before you guys show up. And a West Coast IPA, you guys can actually have some homebrew to drink, and then tell me if it's good or super shitty.
I do like a 7% Westy.
7% Westy, man. If I do a West Coast IPA, I'm gonna do Swami's clone, but I know that they changed their stuff around. Did I ever send you a Swami's Pizza Port IPA?
No, but I have had it before.
What'd you think?
Good. Awesome. I've told you this before, but I had it on a beach in Malibu, and they come in like 6 packs, which is weird for a tall boy. But that stuff was delicious.
And not only that, but they're like $10.99.
Yeah, something stupid. It was like 5 years ago, but I remember it being a delicious beer. That was a good trip because that was like my first opportunity to have West Coast beer.
Yeah.
So I was like just buying up. I bought an Abyss from, I forgot the brewery name, but
Abyss.
Yeah, it was like a red wine aged imperial stout, which like I've heard so many good things about, and then I had it and I was so let down.
It didn't live up to the hype.
But it was more about the opportunity to try stuff that I've been hearing about for like a long time and just never had the opportunity.
That's a bummer too, because a beer like that, they could all be different, or not all be different, but if you had it at the source, or maybe if it sat for too long, it could be different. And then you have that one experience and you run around and, you think it sucks forever and you're telling people it sucks, but it could have just been I don't know, just aging too long or whatever.
Right.
You could say that about wine and shit getting in court too. But yeah, Swami's. If I do a West Coast IPA, I'll definitely go for the Swami's. You know, it looks exactly like a Coors Light. You pour it in a pint glass, and it tastes like it tastes like a 7% IPA, man. It tastes like a delicious IPA. It doesn't look dark at all. It doesn't taste any malty at all. That's kind of my shtick with West Coast IPAs. I really don't want to taste malt in them, and that's kind of my bar for like what makes a good West Coast IPA. Because there's way too many IPAs out there that have that amber look, and it's a weird thing too, because like IBUs kind of go out the window over 70. You know, when you're doing a double IPA, some of the the IPAs go, or the IBUs go up, right? Like 80, 90, or 100. But that beer might taste malty as fuck.
Especially like 10 years ago, all the beers were like on the malty side. Like you'd have to, not many beers were like aggressively hopped. So that malt would always like be there, unfortunately. Like nowadays, I don't run into that too much. But when you do, it's like, oh my gosh, this beer's malty. Because it's like so obvious, you know?
Yeah. When you do IPAs, do you put anything in there? Like anything crystal caramel or anything above like 20 or 30 Lava Bond?
No, I just usually use Munich. And like maybe like a pound or maybe 2 at most, but usually about a pound, I would say.
I'm going to use straight Pilsner. It's just a little bit less than 2-row, but if I can get Pilsner, if not, I'm just going to use straight 2-row. Just hone in this.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking
system.
like in terms of color, like a little bit of Munich, you'll get more of that like orange color. If you just use like the 2-row or Pilsner, you're going to have more towards like that really, really pale color, which looks beautiful if you have a nice murky beer. Like if you dry hop day 2, you like it'll look amazing. But I don't know. I like a little bit more towards the orange, so I do add a little bit of Munich personally. But
give it the opaque.
Opaque, yeah. Murk for days.
Murky, yeah. I got to figure it out. It's kind of weird too, brewing, because it's obviously like maybe Hops and Gnarly can help me out with this kind of picking and choosing. Like when I first started YouTube, I was like, I want to make this beer and hone it in on this style, and I didn't care at all which would get views or not. And like a bad example or a good example would be like, hey, I'm going to make like a smoked beer, even though I didn't do that. I did that maybe a year ago, but like, I wanted to do that for YouTube, but I didn't really like want to have that beer. But now it's like, okay, I'm brewing 5-gallon batches of beer. I'm not going to do what Martin does. He brews probably 2 or 3 times a week. I'm going to be brewing 2 or 3 times a month. So I want to have a 5-gallon batch of something that I can drink. So yeah, I'll probably do a West Coast IPA, and then when you guys come out, we're gonna shoot a video. I want to do like a coconut porter or a coconut stout. I want to do get some coconut shavings from, I don't know, whatever the hell the Fraser Farms is out here, like the organic, super expensive store where everyone's wearing a mask in there except for me, and everything's 3 times the price. I want to pick up some coconut shavings from there. I have that written in a video. And then we'll eat some of my Crockpot shit. We're gonna have a blast. Yeah, it was cold, man. It's cold out here in Tennessee right now. What's it going on in Rhode Island?
Oh yeah, it's definitely cold.
I'm gonna be
it was
honest.
below freezing
I don't
this
really like
morning.
beer that much.
I think it's like maybe like 54 in this room right now, which isn't too bad actually. Like that's actually, I don't know. People on the West Coast like probably thinks like 70s cold. For us, like anything
we're pussies.
Close to 60 is like considered good.
Yeah, you're on that Peter vibe. From
This time of year, at least.
Hops and Gnarly. I make the beers for me and the videos for everybody else. Do you, my dude? Right on, Hops. Good job on the grind, man. Good job on not giving up like everybody else, including me from time to time, man. Oh yeah, we'll make some short ribs. But it was funny because it finally got cold in Tennessee this week. Not like cold, like Big Bear cold. Like 2 hours east of San Diego cold. Not like Canada or Colorado cold. But my buddy in San Diego were texting me today. They're like, dude, I don't have air conditioning. I'm watching the Padres game. It's 91 degrees. And I was like, I'd way rather be in this cold right now than in a 91 degree apartment trying to watch the Padres game. How about them fucking Padres, man? We're okay.
Balls off in late October.
Dude, playoff baseball. Are you kidding me, man? Short ribs IPA. Short ribs are the best thing ever. I think just more brewers need to get on the Crockpot thing, man. You know, it's a 5-hour brew day. It's a 6-hour brew day. Just throw everything in there, man. Some broth, a bottle of shitty wine, or a brown ale, piece of meat, cheap piece of meat, carrots, onions, potatoes. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. We got to get Hops and Gnarly on here. Hops and Gnarly, are you set up? Do you want to pop in here for a second, drink a beer? Hops?
Look, I'm gonna be
Had a
honest.
dusting
I don't
yesterday
really like
morning
beer
in
that
Central
much.
Kentucky. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
It snowed in Kentucky.
Oh, shit. I heard something about Knoxville, and I don't know anything about anything more, man. Whoa, Blackwood Brews. Is he a New York Mets fan? You better be, man. Nobody talks shit about the Padres, though, man. We've been like the redheaded stepchild in all of sports forever. But I heard that Knoxville is in the perfect dome, like the perfect biodome, like for fires, hurricanes, avalanches, all the natural disaster stuff. We have like the least amount to worry about. Yeah. Let's plan it up for the next one. Yeah. I got to start doing this more than once. Adam Makes Beer hit me up. He wants to do the Hoppy Hour. You know what? Like no one has to do like the whole 3 or 4 or 5 hours. You know, people can just kind of come in and go, chug a beer, say what's up, promote your channel, talk about what you're doing. Maybe you might be industry, maybe you might be front of house or something, or just, you know, anybody else living your life. Just come on in, drink a beer. Come on, knock on our door.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
Okay, I'm gonna drink a double IPA though because my video's doing good. It's number 3 on my YouTube analytics. So shout out to everybody who watched the Keyser Keg Raider video. I have a fucking temperature control chamber now. God damn it. That was the hardest part. Brewing's easy. All right. Still haven't sold my trailer or my camper shell on my Tacoma that got out here. For the life of me, man. Everyone's a flake. I'm a flake. And these people are way gnarlier flakes than me.
Like I said, you don't live in a big city anymore. If you lived in like, I don't know, San Diego still or New York or whatever, that should be gone in a day.
In a day. In one day. In one day. I mean, it's not like people don't have, you know, I think more often than not, people that want this thing, nah, maybe it's not construction workers. I think everybody wants it in San Diego that definitely surfs, right? Like you need to have a truck for a surfboard and you want to be able to lock that shit up. So I don't have that audience. But I don't know, man. But people have thrown me like $250, $300 lowball offers. I'm not in a hurry to sell it. I bought it for $700 right before I moved out here. I was like, I don't know, man. I bought it like that day. I jumped on it. I ain't selling that shit for anything less than $500. Goddamn right. Elementary Brew Co. in the house. Move, right? What's up?
You needed to move, right? Like, or else you wouldn't be able to, like, you know, move your shit across country. Yeah,
that was another thing. I didn't use my tools in like 6 or 7 months, and I was like looking at my saws and all this shit. I'm like, am I gonna cut myself? You know, it was just like riding a bike. Yeah, man, let's fucking go San Diego. Let's fucking do it, man. We've never won a championship. No World Series, no Super Bowls. I don't know if this makes me a loser, but yesterday or the other day was one of the best days of my life. Like when I came into Knoxville, everyone's like, go Volunteers, go Vols. I'm like, okay, whatever. You guys haven't been good since Peyton Manning. I was kind of that guy, like that Dodgers fan that comes in and tells everybody like, what? Your team is this and that? I'd be like, yo, who's your rival? They're like, oh, Alabama and Florida. And I'm like, no, they're fucking not. They beat you by 30 every year for 15 years. By game 4 and 5, I was hooked. Like the people that I really like some people out here that are like, they talk about the history of it and this and that and the songs and the chants and all that stuff. It's just energy. You know, and I've hung out with some girls or some people that are like, oh, I hate Volunteers football, I hate baseball. It's just like guys throwing a ball or catching a ball. Sports, go sports. It's like, I get it. It's a guy throwing a ball and catching a ball. But there's a history behind it. There's a vibe behind it. There's a lot of love behind it. There's a lot of friendship and family and all this stuff behind it. I get this whole college football thing now. I'm
and the atmosphere of being in the stadium and everyone's like fucking super into it.
Dude, I hear the fireworks go off from my work, man, and
nice.
It brings.
He says like a mile away or some shit.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Dude, it's a beautiful shot. When I drive to Highwire, my work, I drive across the Tennessee River, which is like right in my backyard. And on the right-hand side, you look at the river, and there's all these yachts, and there's a Ruth Chris down there, and then the stadium's like right above it. And you're just like, whoa, this is like something you'd see on a postcard or a screensaver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they're good. I don't know if I'd be like into them if they weren't good. You know, they're undefeated. They just beat Alabama.
Yeah, that was a crazy over 100 points in that game, no? Or close to it.
I thought some people
Like
were going to have 52 to 49, and that knuckle ball that went through there, that knuckle puck that the guy kicked through there. I don't know what the deal is with college kickers. They are so fucking bad. College field goal kickers are the worst athletes of all time. Everything is so janky. And then they won, and I had to come home and stream the Padres because it was an elimination game against the Dodgers. And that was good enough for me. If the Padres win the World Series, that's good. But to knock the Dodgers out of the playoffs at home in an elimination game, I'm texting with my dad, me and all my friends back home, every pitch. That was a great day, man. That was one of the best days of my life. Yeah. Shout out to Jay Main, man. Shout out to Elementary, man. He knows what's up. Yeah, man. My buddies got tickets. You know, the Padres left field right there. It's a Western Metal Supply brick building. It's kind of like a Fenway Park thing. It's kind of like a attraction within an attraction. They were there, man. They were there, and they were sending me Snapchats of looking down there. And I'm sure if you freeze frame the TV, you could, see them on TV for a little bit. But that was awesome, man. To come back in the seventh inning like that, holy shit. We kind of did the same thing today. And I thought we were going to do it last night. Did you watch the game last night when the guy had – we were down by 2. I think it was bottom 9 or bottom 8. And they had a chance to turn 2. And the third baseman shit the bed, and he overthrew the second baseman and went off his glove. So we had 2 guys on because we were pretty much getting we had a one-hitter going. We pretty much got no hit aside from –
Didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was bad. And then Manny came up, and I was like, he's going to win the game right here. He's going to hit a walk-off dinger, and we're going to win 3-2. And it didn't happen. But we won today, and he hit a home run, and Padres are fucking good, man. They're good.
I was going to say.
And they're cool.
Would the best day of your life be topped if they win the World Series?
Yeah. It was just something that, like, everybody in Tennessee was losing their minds. Because Alabama's like the big brother, too. They come in, all their fans are cocky, and they're pieces of shit. And it was just funny. Did you watch that clip of Nick Saban freak out when his special teams player touched the ball? He's just like freaking the fuck out on this. Like, dude, you're 71, man. You're going to blow a fuse. You're going to die on this field right now, man. You're 71 years old, man. You got to take it easy. You got to chill out.
That's pretty much every football coach, man. They are so emotional and like into it and like filled with rage at times.
Joe
like,
Paterno, is he still alive? It's like
no
140.
I don't know.
Joe Pa? Who was the coach on the Redskins back in the day? Joe Gibbs? This guy's like 80.
I have no idea.
Bobby Ross on the Chargers. He was old as shit. A little bit different now. One of my buddies is actually a head coach on the Minnesota Vikings. He's only 37. I've said that on here.
Oh, shit.
Hader was throwing gas today. Hader got his shit back, man. Bell got his shit together. Soto got his shit together. All these big money guys are fucking killing it, man. I'm not gonna jinx it right now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna beat the Phillies. Like we're 1-1 going into Philadelphia for 3 games. I think we'll get 2 out of 1 and come back and win Game 6 at home. Yesterday was kind of a weird day. Like we got 1 hit. But we're doing this without Fernando Tatis, our best player. And this is going to haunt him for the rest of his life, dude.
Oh, right. Yeah, he got suspended, no?
Yeah, he got hurt. He crashed a motorcycle and got hurt. And then when he was rehabbing, he got busted for steroids. And, like, if we win I think the Padres are building something rad. But even if you're building something rad, that doesn't, like the Dodgers they've won the NL West last 10 years in a row. And they've only won 1 World Series. They're like the Braves of the 90s. You could build and build all you want, but this could be the only year like the Padres win the World Series and to not be on that team because you done fucked up good. You done fucked up good.
I don't know what the payroll is for the Padres, but the Dodgers, it's expected for them to, be in it every year because of their fucking payroll.
He gets on base. There's a money ball to it. He gets on base. There's a Moneyball vibe to it. And then when you're not doing good and you're paying everybody, that's when guys get traded and fired and all that jazz. All right, here we go, man. I'm going in for a double IPA. Probably going to regret this one. Hazy IPA, double dry hopped with Brew 1. Never heard of that one. Citra and Eldorado. Really? Eldorado. Brew -1. I've never
Brew 1's more of like a pineapple, or at least that's kind of what's expected. People have had differing results, but
that's what I used to do. I used to dry hop all my hazies with Eldorado. I learned that from
I like Eldorado.
Craft Coast. Blake from Craft Coast down there. If anyone's ever in San Diego and likes tacos and beer, check out Craft Coast.
Eldorado with Citra for me is like overwhelmingly pineapple.
This is a good beer, man.
That's a cool label for sure.
This is good beer. Do you put any lactose in your hazies? Do you hack it?
Never.
It's a good way to get that
Only
started.
thing I put lactose in is like milk stouts and some fruited sours, not all of them though.
What's your ratio with your wheat to two-row? 50-50?
Or
hazy grist bills?
Well, let me pull up my beersmith right now. It's kind of hard. Like for hazies, I've done a fair amount, so I don't know. Let's see.
8%. Oh, Indian Pale Ale brewed with vanilla. This might have some milk sugar in it. Lactose. Milk sugar. High wire. What's up, bro?
What was your question? I'm sorry. Like
what's
percentage of what?
Yeah, from your wheat. Usually it's like wheat and flaked oats to two-row. What's your what am I trying to say? Like your 50-50 or your ratio. What's your ratio?
Well, my last one was 10% flaked wheat, 8% white wheat malt, and the rest is like carafoam, two-row, a little bit of golden promise. But
gotcha. Like
early examples was like closer to like 25-30% flaked. But honestly, I don't know. Like I haven't really noticed much of a difference if you kind of like cut back on that a little bit and don't go too crazy. And I don't know, you'll have like less problems with your mash. Personally, that's my findings. But I do know there's some people that like go fucking crazy with the flaked. But I don't know, teach their own.
Teach their own. And I don't go crazy for the flake, but I will throw a little lactose in there. Give a little cheater. Get a little cheater vibe on there. What up, Eddie Butler? What's going on, man? Hey, while Elementary's in here, Brian, he's been killing it with some killer content lately, and we got to get him on here. Brian, if you're up for it, man, I know you got the system. If you can pop on and have a beer, or just pop on and not have a beer and say what's up, man, love to have you on right now. Ron Barnes, some Golden Promise in your hazies adds a nice touch. I haven't brewed with too much Golden Promise. Gnome's beer is growing bigger by the week. Pre-yuck.
Thanks, man.
Milk stouts.
I've been wanting to do that, Minnesota, and also I want to do a wit beer with spelt in place of wheat. I love spelt so far, but I haven't used it outside of saison. But yeah, with liking it as much as I do want to try and like put it in place of other things and other styles. I just haven't really had the time to test that out yet.
We got Alias gave us the 5 minutes T minus.
Noise.
Noise in your noise.
Noise.
Someone asked us, Bry Guy Brews, please tell me someone has watched the Netflix series Oktoberfest Beer and Blood. You seen that one, Noam?
Not at all.
No, I never heard of it either.
I try to stay away from like, I don't know.
I don't like the Netflix beer stuff. I mean,
Hulu and all that shit.
I mean, I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I mean, it was fucking weird. The thing about watching Jeffrey Dahmer shit is now when I'm out or I'm working, I see just like a dude minding himself, minding his own business, drinking a couple beers. He's got glasses on. I'm like, he's probably chopping up fucking people, stashing people underneath his basement and shit like that. It puts that in your head for like 6 months, maybe not 6 months. You're like, this guy's got kind of like a mini kind of school shooter Jeffrey Dahmer kind of vibe going on,
Well, when you said putting it in like the basement or whatever, I thought of like John Wayne Gacy,
dude,
just storing him away under your house.
he was same with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know. How much money do they make off these guys? All these guys, like even like Aaron Hernandez and don't fuck with cats and all this stuff. All these people getting murdered. You just you make this killer video and then you sell it to the highest buyer, whether it's Paramount or Netflix or Hulu or Amazon. Like you want all this bad shit to happen, then you capitalize on this documentary and make a lot of money off all this tragedy. Simcoe Zay Mosaic. What up, Knothead? Hops and Gnarly vouchers for that show. I don't know if he's talking about the beer show or the Jeffrey Dahmer or the John Wayne Gacy one, but Hops, can you clarify, por favor? Eric Davis was my favorite player growing up. Still have his baseball cards and his sweet Reds jacket. I don't remember him too much. I think elementary is about 5 years older than me. I'm 37, but if anybody asks, I'm 23. So I grew up with like Tony Fernandez, Joe Carter, Gary Sheffield. They were all in the Padres together. Tony Gwynn, Fred McGriff, Crime Dog. Benito Santiago used to throw people out on his knees. He wouldn't even pop up. He'd catch it and just zing it down. Guy was
Bobby Bonilla on that team too, or was that?
No, he was a pirate. He was a pirate in the Met.
Pirate, yeah, okay.
Bobby Bo, yeah. Oh, it was a great show. Yeah, Dahmer. The guy that did it was the dude from American Horror Story. He's a great actor. Northwest Small Batch Brewing. Speaking of Dahmer, wasn't that rude that shot Reagan released to the public recently? I haven't caught that one yet. Hops and Gnarly, someone like us could easily make something and upload it to Amazon Prime Video. Is that how it works? You know what? When Kyle was on a couple months ago, I forgot to talk to him about Amazon because they sell their stuff on Amazon as well. I know when I talked to Todd Jackson from Northern Brewer, he's always like, hey, promote the site. He's not telling me to do stuff, like if we have a mutual thing, some shout outs or something, he always says go to the site and not Amazon. But I'm interested to know what Amazon takes. Northern Brewer, Spike, all these guys, Clawhammer, they all probably sell at least some parts on Amazon. I want to know what Amazon takes. My guess is 25%. Or maybe it's a volume thing. The more you sell, the less they take, maybe. Sometimes it works that way.
I'm like the last person to be able to like contribute to that conversation. I have no fucking clue how that works.
I mean, they give you the exposure, It's going to show up if you Google it, Amazon and Prime and all that stuff, but they're going to get their nut.
Yeah, and at the very least, you're making a sale. Because like who the fuck doesn't use Amazon? And if they're going to look to buy something, it's probably going to be their first search. And you might not make the most, not to bring up margins, but you might not make the most profit margin, but at least you'll make a sale.
Amazon Prime Video splits at 50-50. Damn. Thanks, Hops. Goose Fraba. They take your soul. Pre-yuck. Any new beer in the kegerator yet? No, man. I'm working full time at a brewery pouring beers, and I've got a backlog, and I really need to be like sober, sniffing Adderall, and not like just hosting or having people over. I try to go on vacation once a month and have people over once a month, but on those other days, I really need to be looking at fucking 20 gigabytes of footage that I'll only use 1 gigabyte of. And no, it's stressful. Like even if I did 5 days sober last week, even when you get off at 1 a.m. and you wake up at like 11 a.m., you're still like, do I mow the lawn or clean the garage or edit, or like should I just lay on the couch for 4 hours until my next shift? It's like, well, it is 4 hours. It is 4 hours. I could have done a lot in that time. But no, I popped an Adderall last weekend, a 20 milligram, dude. And I was like the fucking grandma from Something About Mary, dude. That grandma.
Let's do some shit.
Yeah. Matt Dillon up there. He's throwing him speed or Adderall or something or meth. And the grandma's lifting the couch up and cleaning it at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. Sometimes you need that, man. Still waiting on that Chicken Head IPA.
It's a great way to get stuff done, that's for sure. Been a long time since I've done that stuff.
No, and I'm for Adderall. Like if you take it on your own accord, like I just want to have like the best lawn on the street one day, or I want to have like the shiniest house for guests to come over. You take an Adderall and zoom,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it shuts off your motor skills. I have to put my phone in my car. I don't think people are going to believe me, but I don't say a word. I can't look at my phone. What's up?
I feel so bad bringing this up because it's something we should because I have a story I've been dying to tell you and Alias, but it's not safe for like the stream, and it has to do with Adderall. So remind me of that when we're in Knoxville.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, like Alias, he's like when I was little, my parents put me on Adderall, and they thought I was this weird little fucking kid because I didn't talk. It's like, well, yeah, you're hyped up on amphetamines. You're zinc.
Yeah, it's literally speed.
You're 9 years. It is speed. It's good speed. Yeah, sometimes speed's good.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I'm a brew day on Adderall. Fuck. Do like 4 batches in 3 hours. That would be a trip, dude.
Record time.
That would be a trip. Yeah. What up, Liam? I'd love to see a YouTuber brew a Blue Moon clone, the craft beer version of Imitation. Liam, I'm glad you're here, but that will never be done by me, man. Maybe by Noam up there, but I'm allergic to Blue Moon and Shock Top, man.
I would never do a clone. Like every beer I've ever done was my own recipe, so I just have no I don't know. I have no interest in like trying to copy other people's shit personally.
You don't like that? And then drink them side by side? See how well you did? Blindfold some people?
Nah. Sorry.
Northwest Small Batch Brewing. What did you say? What did you say? No, Blue Moon's like the kookiest beer of it all, and it's kind of a disgusting style too. Blue Moon is Budweiser? It's got to be. It has to be. Or Miller Coors.
I don't know.
You see it at every fucking airport.
Yeah.
Every Chili's, every Applebee's. It's like the McDonald's of beer.
I don't really like beer.
For me, when I drink that beer, all I taste is the orange peel. Like it's just
even if the orange peel isn't in there.
Oh well, whatever they do, because like it's just overwhelming. Well, I think they used to use like Valencia orange. Am I not mistaken?
It's a good question. Maybe somebody in here knows. Hops Gnarly says Coors, Miller Coors.
Coors.
But
yeah, like I don't know. It's a bad example of a wit beer in my opinion.
Didn't
For
we
me,
make
it
a
would
video?
be Allagash. It would be like the standard.
Creamsicle IPA clone, man. I've got a video on that. Somebody else has a video on that too. That was a great beer though. That was such a good beer. The key to that recipe is use sweet candied orange peel. Don't just use regular orange peel. Use the shit that's got all the sugar already soaked into it. Shock Top is Bud. Blue Moon is Coors. Not trying to shit on you, Liam. That's like kind of a inside joke. Come on, like craft breweries. There's actually a Blue Moon tap room here in Denver.
So they make more than one.
There's like 12.
What do they do besides Blue Moon?
That'd be funny, man. That'd be a good stand-up bit, or not a stand-up bit, but a sketch comedy bit. Blue Moon has 12 different beers, but it's the same beer, but they're just putting a different piece of fruit in each one. This one's got a giant cantaloupe in it. This one's got a giant orange in it. This one's got a kumquat and a kiwi. What up, Chris? Speaking of wheat beers, I had a fruited wheat recently that had lychee and black tea. Love that wheat beer. It's funny you said that. I had a crazy beer earlier today. It was a basil beer. It kind of tasted like a flower. I wasn't that into it. But what's lychee? No? Oh, there he is.
Oh,
there he is.
Yay,
this is your intern services.
The mayor of Austin, just like that. We didn't even have to invite you. You just roll in.
I think because you already had the. I think either you were using an old one or
looking good, brother. Looking good, brother.
Thank you.
Let me pull this down a little bit. How was your brew day, dog?
It was good, and then like it's a bit all over the place. It was pretty good though. So like I was like taking my pre-boiled gravity. I'm just like, why am I so fucking low?
I don't really like beer that much.
And then I realized, oh wait, I'm gonna be adding a fucking pound of sugar at the end of it. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like let's start the fucking boil.
Were you brewing solo?
Wow.
No, my next door neighbor. Well, he used to be my next door neighbor. He moved. He came over. So he's one of like the founders of like B&B. He came over and helped me out.
I think you were talking about him last time we were there. He's the guy directly to the right of you, right? Which would make a lot of sense because you're on the fucking corner and that's the only guy.
Yeah.
Unless behind you, yeah. Well, welcome, dude. You got beers to drink? You look clean and fresh. Is that a new haircut?
Yeah, I got a haircut last week or so. Like, just before I went to Mexico.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm due. I'm going to California for Thanksgiving, and I got to buy a plane ticket tomorrow. And I want to go because I want to see everybody, and it gives me a good excuse to shave my beard a little bit and get a haircut. Because I would never do that. Genus Brewing in the house, man. Big shout out to Peter for coming on 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago.
Yeah, no, so once that I was like, all right, okay, start the boil, everything's good, and then I forgot to get I had the fruit all cut up and everything, except I didn't peel my lemons, and so like I'm rushing to peel my lemons near the end of my boil, and I fucking cut myself.
Oh shit!
And like now I'm have a cut on my finger, and I'm peeling lemons, so like I'm just like, David, take over this. I can't do it. I kept burning myself with lemon juice.
You good to go?
But yeah, it was a small cut, but any acid that gets in, it's just gonna hurt like hell, dude.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then got the strawberries and everything into the pot, like at the flame out on top, like barely on time, and put it in the fermenter, and should be.
Now you're blowing up, man.
Should be good.
Hops and Arlie says, Peter, what happened to the guy you used to work with, Logan? Peter was actually talking about that last time, but I'll let Peter talk it up, man. But it's good to see Peter here. Lychee is the fruit from China. The Jade Mountain Brewery here in Colorado put it out. They've got some sick beers. Shout out to Chris, man. I'll look into that, man. Thanks, dude. Cheers, Chris.
Lychee's really good. I've gotten it from like the Asian marts and stuff like that.
Lychee?
Yeah, I call it lychee.
Okay.
That's how I've been told it's called. But like it's some people say lychee or whatever.
I see that word and I don't even want to attempt it. I'm like,
too many E's and too many Y's, and there's only two and one of each. Yeah.
That's that fruit.
He is staying home and dadding. Ollie, are you stoked to come out to Knoxville in like 10 days?
Dude, I'm super hyped, man.
Yeah, we're going to kill it. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Dude, like, it's crazy. Like, I was looking at, like, my weekends for, like, the next couple, like, for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So, this weekend, I'm in San Antonio for drifting. Next weekend, Brewbecue. Weekend after that, Knoxville. Weekend after that, Houston for racing and barbecue.
Damn, dude.
Then, weekend after that, I'm in El Paso. Weekend after that, Thanksgiving. Weekend after that, my mom's coming over for her birthday. And then weekend after that, I have a whiskey tasting thing I'm going to at my buddy's place.
Living good, man. Shout out to you, dude. Sit some buttons.
Busy man.
Wow.
Like, I had myself, like, just completely booked. I was just like, oh, shit.
Dude, I was just trying to get to California for Thanksgiving and Christmas, man. You got a lot more going on than me.
Back off, war child.
Do you need to fly anywhere? You're going to drive all the way? Aside from Knoxville.
Flying to El Paso, because it's just easier to fly, because I'm only there for the weekend.
Was that like a 4-hour drive?
No. It's like a 9-hour drive.
From Texas to Texas?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, can't you drive like a whole day and still be in Texas?
Yeah, you can drive over 12 hours and you'll still in a straight line in Texas, and you'll still be in the same city.
You could say the same about California. Brian probably knows this. I don't know if Elementary's in there, but if you were going from like Chula Vista to all the way up to...
I mean, like, if you go to the bottom part of Texas all the way to the top, I think it's like 14 hours.
Damn,
at
dude.
like
that's probably about
75
California.
miles an hour.
Going through Eureka and going through Humboldt and Mendocino and Redwoods or Redlands and all that stuff up there.
Like Monterey, Mexico is closer to me than El Paso is.
Gotcha. Well, right on, man. Good luck with all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude, I'm super hyped.
Yeah,
because these beers are for the Brewbecue that I'm doing the weekend after.
You guys can see what my Crockpot game's all about, man.
Hell yeah.
Hops and Gnarly. Anyone seen Brian from Short Circuited? Nah, I don't know if he's going to come back, to be honest, man. When you take that long of a time off, I mean, it's just so much harder to get back into it. And Hops, I'm sure you know, man, it's like going to the gym. You know, when you take a couple days off, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into month. YouTube's the same way, especially for me. What's a gym? A gime? A gime?
What's a gime?
Yeah.
One of those gimes.
Chris, I'm from El Paso originally. Shocked at all the craft beer available there compared to 4 years ago.
Who is that?
San Diego to SF is 7.5 hours. If you're taking the 5, it's like 9 hours. If you take the 101, I've driven that way too many times. Yeah, but the thing about people don't understand about California, people call San Francisco, the Bay Area, NorCal, and all that stuff, it's really just the halfway point. There's so much California up there from California or from San Francisco to Oregon. And it's still probably fucking 5 times more expensive than it should be. But yeah, San Francisco is really like just the central coast, in my opinion. It's a tough racket unless your expectations are rock bottom. That's a good way of looking at it. That's a great way of looking at it. Patrick Sandy, I worked on the culinary world till the crash for 2018. I know my stuff in foods. Right on, Patrick. I've talked to him on the phone. He actually helped me out when I was moving out here. Michael Taylor, what's going on, man? BrewBQ sounds like the greatest day ever. It sounds like Larry needs to change his name to that. We talked about that one night, right? Barbecue Larry?
Yeah, we did.
Because what's Larry's actual channel called? Beer and Barbecue by Larry? That's way too fucking long, man.
It was so long, and it was just like...
You got to Bevmo that shit. You got to you got to Bevmo that shit. Beverages and more.
Yeah, who was asking about BrewBQ?
Seriously.
Michael Taylor.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, but a lot of fucking work, dude.
I'm going to rip an NBC. Sorry, hold on.
Just say it.
It's gonna burn bridges from time to time. It's impossible to do this and not offend anybody. It's all good though, man. What up, Bright Guy Brews? What's up, Kim Hill, man? It's been a minute. All right, I'm going back to not 8% beer.
I wanted to say something before you guys noticed. Like I wanted to start saying mo 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 mo, but you noticed way too fast. I got online.
Oh, I mean, when you were on, we didn't even. Like you were already in the window with Gnome because it was the Discord
the group chat thing was available and it just said you want to join the video. I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So,
oh, really? Oh, you can do that. Like after. All right, I gotcha. Yeah, because you just popped in. Like normally he's like, all right, we'll get. Oh, Alias is here. We'll.
Yeah, well, we gotta notify him or whatever. No.
Yeah.
I was already in the group chat.
Spotted Cow.
Like Hollywood Squares. Just fucking pushing your way in there.
Shit, I remember Hollywood Squares. That makes me sad, dude. That just reminded me of Coolio. I felt like he was on it all the time.
Oh, right.
Remember that? Hollywood Squares?
Yeah, we talked about him in Austin.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck happened to him?
And then he died like 2 weeks ago.
And then just disappeared.
Coolio?
Coolio was...
Oh, you got new Glarus.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that.
Spotted Cow. I've heard a lot about that, actually.
Spotted Cow?
That's from like Wisconsin or something, like, no?
Yeah, good call.
That's Wisconsin.
Only beer I've ever seen that doesn't have the ABV on the can, which is highly illegal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very... I've seen it a couple times. It's very rare. And
some beers are allowed to get away with it.
What's that?
Because some beers are allowed to get away with it if they're, I think, like 4 or less % ABV or something like that.
This is pretty close to that. It's probably... Because I did look it up earlier because I couldn't find the ABV.
Let's see here.
But I think it's still over 4. It's got a weird logo, man. That's like the state of Wisconsin with Jeffrey Dahmer's thumbprint. Can you guys see that? Why would you have a thumbprint on there? New Glarus Brewing. All right. I don't even know what it is. Let's just try it. Smells like a Belgian.
4.8%.
Smells like a fucking Belgian.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, what was it? Belgian Stout?
It's a Grand Cru?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Do I remember Alf? Hell yeah. What's up, Thomas Joseph? I was talking to him on Facebook a little bit earlier today. Yeah, it was a little bit earlier. I think it was today. Thomas Joseph, man. Thanks for being here, Braj. We got 61 people here, man.
About to be... This is what I'm drinking.
Oh, I sent that to all my friends. Dunkin' Donuts has a beer. Pumpkin Dunkin'.
Yeah, because I saw you screenshotted the Snapchat I sent to you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I saw you screenshot. I was like, oh, okay.
This beer's not bad. It's not bad at
so
all.
Harpoon is the brewery that took over the brewing operations of Clown Shoes, which is unfortunate because ever since they did Clown Shoes, at least, yeah, there you go. Harpoon, Dunkin' Pumpkin.
Gotcha.
Honestly, it's pretty good. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, Harpoon.
Like, I could have more. I could drink more than one of those, and I'd be like not feeling like sugar sick or whatever.
Michael Taylor
Does
says,
it taste anything like the coffee though? Probably not, huh?
Oh, there's a
haven't
little
had
bit of coffee flavor,
I love
but you get more of that like
Donuts
pumpkin
coffee.
spice flavor
I
for
love
sure.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah, it's a Wisconsin beer. Michael Taylor says, I don't think Indiana requires ABV on the can. That would only make sense if it's under a certain amount, because you can't just have like 100% can and not let people know. I mean, I really don't know, but I would think that at this point where we are, somebody would, you know.
Yeah, you definitely like if it's 7% or so, like you definitely need to be saying, "Hey, buddy, this is a."
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a cream ale, that Spotted Cow. I don't even know.
I think I'm drunk.
Hell yeah!
I know. Let's have some fun, man.
Success!
What up,
I-
Jaggers
Jaggers?
Brewing?
I was drinking sake during the brew day.
Oh, nice.
Today?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you have to pop an Adderall to get your shit together, or are you good to go?
no, fine.
Dude, everybody needs to take Adderall once a week.
It's gonna be the Adderall hour.
Once a week, and just take Adderall in the morning and just get your life together. Just get your life together.
Get your shit
I
together.
don't need it anymore. I used to be prescribed it, and I'm like,
Yeah, we were
I'm
talking
good
about that
without it.
earlier. We were actually clowning on you when you weren't a little quiet kid and didn't talk, and everyone thought you were weird because you didn't talk. You're like,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, I'm fucking on amphetamines, man.
Yeah.
My grades are straight A's, but I ain't gonna say shit at the dinner table.
I ain't gonna eat shit at the dinner table too.
Yeah, you want to go on a diet, man? Take a 20 milligram of Adderall. I texted you that the other day, Elias. Was that yesterday morning? And I just put my phone in my car for 5 hours, and I was just like, like Bruce Almighty on the computer, like, and the Adderall, it's a slow come down. Like after 20 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm clearly not on drugs anymore. And I was like, you know what? I got to get this video out. Like the Padres are playing. I took out so much out of that Keyser video. I had so much more nitty gritty dumb shit in there that I took out. And I was just like, let's just make this fucker go live. And I don't know if Hops and Gnarly is still watching, but like, you know, you always want to look back at the video and be like, I took this out. I got this wrong. Doesn't matter if it's like your favorite video or a bad video. You always have like, dude, I could have like, damn, I missed that point or this and that. And I was like, dude, fuck it. We're rocking and rolling. I'm not waiting another day to upload this video. Adderall was involved in today. We're finishing strong, and I just uploaded it. And then I went to the bar right when I was done, and I walked in, and Bryce Harper hit a home run, and they were like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, you are a bad. I've got a couple of Padres fans. Right when I showed up, it was like the third inning. Bryce Harper hits a fucking dinger to right field, and they're like, dude, get out of here. Because they were like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And I'm texting them, you know, Final Cut Pro and all this shit. And they're like, dude, just go home. You already showed up late. You have all these excuses. You show up, and this guy just hits a fucking home run in San Diego for the lead. Get out of here, man. But yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was fun. And we got a new member in here. Jay Main, man. Welcome to Barrage Army. Cheers, you Barrage. Jay Main, where you from, man?
Back off, war child. Seriously.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, dude. Chris, thanks for watching that video, man. That was the Brew Show telling us about his experience.
Dude, I could not. I was laughing the whole time watching that video, dude.
Because of the fail clip?
The edit cuts and everything. Like, oh, because you sent us some of that. I don't know if you sent just me or both of us some of the stuff, like the clips and I didn't realize it was going into that. It was fucking hilarious, dude.
The dude who's barfing on the roller coaster, but it's spinning.
It's the spinning one. Like the guy who's drinking and then
like a toilet paper roll. Yeah. So I just googled.
And then the lady who bit off this dude's lip or some shit. Like,
man, I was like, do I put that in there and this and that? And then yeah, it was the first thing I put in there. But it did kind of weird me out for a second. But
I was laughing so hard.
That girl was gnarly.
That was crazy, dude.
2 punches aren't enough. She bites your lip and tries to, go Mike Tyson Holyfield
Tyson
on your ass.
on you? Yeah.
Gnarly, man.
I don't remember seeing that, which thankfully.
Like the first half is all like Oktoberfest fails, and then the second half of that video was about like that Netflix documentary Woodstock 99.
It was one of the. Okay,
Yeah.
There's a lot of like videos that get shared in our like thread, so I don't get.
Yeah,
to watch all of them.
you can't watch everything. Man. You can't watch everything. And it was funny because I was out with Jesse from Still a couple weeks ago, and in Asheville. I was like, you gave me a shout out in that video, and that kind of put me on the map to watching a bunch of your content and all that stuff. And I was like, do you really watch Homebrew for Life? And he was like, no. Somebody just like asked in the comment section, like, you should, if you're out in Tennessee or North Carolina, like you're close to CH2. And I was like, dude, thanks for being straight up, man. Because you can't watch everybody's shit. Yeah. You can't watch everybody's stuff. I've got a backlog right now. Apartment Steve put out a video. It's like 29 minutes long, maybe even more. I'll get to it, but like, you got to be kind of designated to watch something like that. Like, you can't just click on that when you're, at a red light on YouTube on your phone. Like, you need to be like, okay, I'll look at this later and then come back to it. But you can't keep a tab on everyone's shit.
It's hard. It's hard to do.
Well, it's also obnoxious. Like I remember when I had a personal Instagram account, I was like, I have to like all my friends' fucking pictures of their food and their sunsets. And I was like,
there's sunsets.
Yeah, everyone in San Diego just posts sunsets, which is weird because you're looking at a sunset. You should enjoy it. Don't pull your phone out, take a picture, and put it on the internet. There's nothing better than actually just looking at the fucking sunset. But I don't know. To each their own. Chris Radiation, 29-minute grain to glass is too much. Steve's got a different style. I think that Steve has...
It works for him.
It works for him, yeah. And, with Homebrew for Life, kind of my format is I pretty much stole from the show Archer. I don't know if you guys have ever watched an Archer cartoon, but it's just like...
I love Archer.
But the jokes come fast. Like, if you really need to pay attention to Archer. You need to snort 40 milliliters of Adderall to understand the comedy. But, before you... are onto a joke or trying to understand what happened, they hit you with another one, or there was like bam, 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 bam. So I kind of stole the Homebrew for Life format for that. It was just like dot, dot, bing, 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 bing. But I don't even know what a 29-minute Homebrew for Life video would be like. But it's like you said, yeah, it works for him, man. Different strokes for different folks.
Sunset.
That was a good video, by the way. Shout out to Michael Taylor, man. Quad is on my brew list. Right on, brother.
Yeah, Brewing Bad was... I did that. I posted that sour ale that I had done, that fruited sour.
Yeah.
And I was surprised how, that post kind of blew up a bit more than, my typical ones do.
Gotcha. Hops and Gnarly, in your Keezer video, I'd pulled the Teflon tape off your CO2 tank. Brass compresses and forms a better seal on its own. I did catch that, and somebody also did say that somebody wrote something about CO2 is all the same. Industrial and food grade there's not anything different. It's a 1% thing. I took a lot out of that video, and that was something I was going to say. One of them's 99%, one of them's 100%, so it's really kind of like the same thing. I don't know. You just read.
So usually the ones in the steel are the 99% that you'll get.
Yeah. And I wanted to go in on the Perlick taps because those are so much better. The Perlick taps are so much better than the $30 ones, but I did take that part out. I never want to make a YouTube video that's over 9 minutes, and this video was over 9 minutes because my average view duration for my channel is only 5.5 minutes. So why am I making?
Dude, you had your duration for this one was over 6, right?
Yeah, this video is doing good. I'm stoked. Anybody who watched that video, man, thank you. Thank you to everybody, man. I wanted that video. What's up?
I'm not gonna lie, I find Perlick's overrated.
Well, there's a bunch of different ones. There's 5 different ones. There's SR60, so SR30.
I use the Nuka tap now.
Okay.
Which is an Australian brand. It's Intertap, but the newer version of Intertap.
Yeah.
Because Intertap was first made, and they had a couple issues. They were just
what's the price?
Installation wise, whatever. It's $50. It's cheaper than the Perlicks. I think it's $40.
Perlicks are 60 to 80.
Yeah, these
why do you guys have so many fucking models of beer faucet? What's going on? Is this a gun? Is this a Glock? Does one of them semi-automatic?
Oh, yeah, $40.
Yeah.
For the stainless steel ones, they're $40.
Somebody tell me in the chat, what is the best beer faucet? Because I don't like the little $30 ones. Shout out
I
to
use
Northern Brewer, but like
Nuka Tap is my favorite.
okay, I'm gonna get Nuka Tap. So I pulled that part out. I started talking about like CO2 line and 3/16 first quarter inch. I pulled all that out. I figured like if you're gonna build a keg or a keezer, you probably know about beer line dimensions and stuff like that. I don't know. I took a lot of shit out of that video. Need to make a follow-up video. Not gonna happen.
Feet.
What's that? For the perfect pour?
So I think I use like 5 to 6 feet beer lines.
You do okay with that?
Yeah, and I'm fine because I run between 7 to 10 psi.
Okay, good to know. Hobson Gnarly for the win. Chris Radiation vouches too. Nuka Tap. I will buy that on Amazon.
It's like if you're gonna run 10 to 12 psi, then yeah, you need like 8 to 10 feet of line.
No, you don't. Yeah. You never need 10. You never need 12 psi. If that shit's been sitting there,
that's too much. I'll serve my just regular seltzer water at 12 psi though. Dude,
everyone's coming in right now with the Nuka Taps. I've never even heard of Nuka Tap. To me, it was always just Perlick because every brewery had it. Perlick's the one that's got a little mini valve right there too, right? You got the open close and it's got a little. Or my fucking,
you can have they have ones that have like the flow adjuster. Or you can get ones without no flow adjuster.
That's like the $80 one. Yeah, because that's
the $80 one.
We talked about this last time of what burns people out on beers, and just having bad batches or, Noam and I, we've had the thing where we readjust our CO2 kegs. Next thing you know, you burn your whole tank and it takes the vibe out of it. Having bad pours, you're just like every pour is just 80% foam and 20% liquid. That'll fuck you up. If you're new to homebrewing, that'll fuck you up.
A lot of people have the Nuka Tap. I didn't realize that.
12 psi keeps the beer carved. That's why you need the long lines to slow it down before it hits the glass. Do you guys drink the beer in the lines, or do you guys clear the lines before every pour?
What do you mean?
There's always like 4 ounces sitting in that beer line. Maybe not 4 ounces, maybe a couple ounces.
I pour straight into the glass.
Yeah, me too. I don't waste any
if I have a good beer on tap,
I don't want to waste beer.
No,
every day
fuck
anyway,
that.
so.
As a home brewer, I'll drink it. If I'm pouring beer, I'm a bartender, and I'll probably be a bartender and pouring drinks like a monkey for life. I will always pour the shit that's been sitting on the lines out there. I don't know how long those lines have been sitting or been changed, or when the last guy came in and cleaned them with caustic or sanitizer, just hot water. But I always pour 4 ounces out when I'm working. And it's not my beer, so I don't care.
Yeah. If it's my beer, I'd be like, I don't fucking know, but
fuck it.
Yeah, nobody pours a better beer than homebrewer, man. Every ounce of those 5-gallon batches,
it counts.
Dude, they count. And I watch people pour beers. Little 21-year-old girls that pour the foam out and they just let it sit. I'm just like, dude.
Oh, right.
Do you understand that that's money and time well spent? You're just fucking. No. The definition of throwing money down the drain is what you're doing right now. Liquid money is going down the drain.
I had to hold back because somebody was pouring a beer at my place.
The stainless steel thing
on my tab
and clicking it. It's like, oh, you motherfucker, you.
Yeah, I had to hold back because someone was pouring a glass and they filled it with foam and they poured out the foam. I was about to be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Never waste a drop should be a T-shirt or a bumper sticker or something, man. Luke, that's what I do. I'll take the beer line and give it fresh to anyone. Somebody actually just asked me about cleaning beer lines. Will became a member, man. We got the avocado dancing.
Let's go.
Avocados have booties too, man. They're shaking their booties.
Wow.
Always just change your beer line out. I see the caustic thing. It wasn't worth it at all. I mean, anything's better.
Beer line is so cheap, man.
Anything's better than nothing, man. Hit it with hot water. Hit it with.
I run PB. I run whenever PBW. I'm cleaning my kegs.
Yeah, I just run hot PB dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, just run PBW or OxyClean through it, and then when I rinse the kegs, I run hot water through it, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then when I star sand my kegs, I run star sand through it. Fuck it.
Chris Radiation, I did caustic 1 time or 2 times, and it just wasn't worth it. Some places can't change their beer lines out. Some of them run it through.
As a home brewer, you can.
As a home brewer, you can, and be proud of that. Be stoked that hey, I can just take this off really fast.
Yeah.
And put this on, and
how often would you change how often do you think folks should change lines?
Depends on the style of beer, but I did a $100 batch once, and it skunked the whole lines. I had lactose, I had vanilla bean, I had 6 pounds of puree or 6 cans of this and that. and it was a gnarly beer. Like I wanted to spend $100 on a batch of beer. It was actually a thing with Genus Brewing. When I went into their Sunday stream and they were talking about how like their hazy milkshake sour was like their number one beer, and I just said like, hey, this fucking sounds disgusting, and they were like, you know what, it's their number
I remember
one.
you made that video. And
yeah, they're like,
this is my most expensive beer I've made to date.
And I didn't pay for that stuff. Booze Brothers, that was when Maury was the head brewer at Booze Brothers. He gave me that fruit and that fruit was expensive. I think he gave me 6 cans. I looked that up on Amazon, and it was $6 a can, so it was like $40 for that. Got a stuck dip tube. Destroyed my lines. Yeah, man, if you've got Pilsner on there, clean that shit once a year. If you're putting mud, butt, vanilla bean, Madagascar vanilla bean, 6 pounds of juju fruit and all this stuff and dry hopping it in your keg, clean it more often. So to answer your questions, it depends what you're brewing, Brush.
Like, so normal beers, like just like IPAs, Pilsners, things like that.
Dude,
like
fine.
once a year is good enough. Yeah,
it's when you
that's what I usually do.
It's when the sugar sits in your lines. It's when the fruit or the this and that. Blackwood Brews, man, gifted 5 memberships. Much love to Blackwood, man. Always showing me love, dude. Thank you, Blackwood. Cheers, man. Happy Wednesday. Braj Army. Oh, so you know what happens right now? The people that are silent but deadly that don't chime in sometimes get called out. So we have Lynn Schaefer in here right now. Hi, Lynn. How you doing?
Oh,
We've got Paul Stillo. Silent but deadly over here. Paul, you dirty devil, you.
Ron, I didn't buy any extra shuttles, but like once a year when I change out the beer lines and stuff like that, I will like take apart the whole thing, clean it in either OxyClean or PBW.
Lynn's busted.
And rinse it all out and put it back together.
Yeah.
I know the shuttles, they are plastic, so they are known to go bad, but like, I mean, I've had mine for
Todd Porter.
Over a year and a half, and they still shut pretty good. No issues with O-rings or anything like that.
Well, I'll tell you what. The caustic thing is totally a commercial thing. When I look, and I made a video on that, it's such a kook thing to do as a home brewer. Caustic you have to do for, you know, my Mexican food restaurant that I go to.
Just so much beer line you're running and stuff like that. There's no way you can.
It's like a million beer lines that they have all crumbled together, running through the vent, you know, up top to the ceiling, then coming down. You know, like they have to clean it with caustic, even though they probably still aren't. You know, that's why some dive bars and shit that I go to out of town, I'll never get a beer on draft. I'll get a bottle or a can. Mm-hmm. But using caustic as a home brewer, it's a fucking kook thing to do. It's a show off bullshit or rookie thing to do, and I did it, and I made a video on it because I thought it would get some views. It didn't, and I never did it more than twice. And that shit's weird. That little 5-star stand stuff, you have to put like the gloves on and wear the eyeglasses because the pH is like 2.0. Where maybe it's base, maybe it's the other way. It's like 13.0. What is pH? 0, 7's water, 0 and 14 are like the same. It comes full circle. Anyway, that shit'll fuck your hands up. That shit'll fuck your eyes up.
Dude, yeah, that caustic stuff is gnarly.
I think I just wanted to make that video to kind of like stress fear in that. Use like the clip from Fight Club, and the guy's got his hand burned.
Oh, with the soap? When they were like making soap?
He's got the lye, right? Yeah, the lye. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to use that clip or something. I don't know. Shout out to Blackwood, though, man. Lynn Schaefer says, what's up? Hi, y'all. How you doing, Lynn?
Howdy. Good to see you.
What's up? It's CH. It's Brown Gnomes for life tonight. Business as usual.
Child, seriously.
Todd Porter was asking, he found some couple spots of mold in his fermenter bucket. Burn it or clean it. I said chuck it. If it's just like a plastic fermenter bucket, just chuck it.
Eat it?
Not worth that risk.
Is that what Nomsky said?
Eat it? Yeah.
I'm going to use the restroom. We'll be right back. Nobody go anywhere. Everybody keep drinking beer. I have to go sober for 5 days after this. This is my Saturday night. I go back to work tomorrow. BRB.
Ron, no, I didn't go with flow control on mine. I just... Like, I didn't really feel the need to. Like, if you're just having, like, something on your keys or a kegerator, I don't think you really need flow control. But, like, if you're doing it, like, on those, like, portable, like, like those portable keg kind of things, where like they're like a growler that's pressurized or anything like that. You kind of want it because you pretty much set your CO2 pressure, and if you don't have enough, like, well, when you set your CO2 pressure, it's gonna come out like crazy fast, and then you'll have like no pressure for the bottom of the what is it, growler or whatever, square keg and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of the flow controls. I just feel like it's just another thing that could go wrong. So I just stick with the normal stuff. Plus, it's cheaper.
Back. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on the heater really fast too.
Dude, right? I have a heater behind me. It's doing nothing. I'm fucking freezing my balls off. It's all good
No,
though.
I'm comfortable in my house right now. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Dude, I woke up and it said 42 degrees outside. I was like, fuck.
Dude, I know, man.
Yo. Is Hops and Gnarly gonna come on? Is he gonna say what up?
I think he said
he
like,
can put it
let
together.
Let him know ahead of time or something like that.
Hops can put it together. I mean, it's not really like a guest show anymore, or not even a show. That sounded like the biggest fucking scumbag thing I ever said.
Calm down.
Come on down. Come on down. It's pretty much just Brown Gnome Brewing for life, man. It's the three of us. And
good instinct, alias.
I know that he's got
Mats.
YouTube stuff. I know that Hops and Gnarly has YouTube stuff. It's easy to get him on. Kyle's got YouTube stuff. Peter Genus, Brew Show,
Like the only one without YouTube stuff that comes
Jorge
on.
Castro. Dude, we got 70 people here, man. This is the most we've ever had tonight. Cheers, everybody. We got 70 people here. Proud of you guys, man.
Everybody thumbs up.
Chris, your question on Lupo Max. I like them. I've used them for a bunch of stuff.
I'm stoked on those Nuka taps, though. I'm going to buy a couple right now.
And so...
Later, Hops and Gnarly. Thanks for being here, Braj. Peace, Hops.
But like, I've used them with a lot of like my IPAs and hazies and stuff like that. And I love using them for dry hopping because I feel like I just get... Like, you don't have to use as much because of how high the alpha acids are. So... And they also disintegrate a lot better, so you have like better, like if you're not putting them in a hot bag or if you just throw them in, like the trube is like not too much, like super crazy trube.
Matter.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. My bad.
Oh no!
Nobody was even talking. Nobody was even talking, and Noam still apologized. And we got a super chat for him, man.
I killed his flow.
He was apologizing. He was apologizing for the radio silence, man. Shout out to NW_small batch brewing. It's the same Braj who always donates and shows love, man. Thank you so much, man. Cheers, you, Braj.
He commented on my post.
Yeah, this one's with Cashmere and Zamba Genus. Very good.
Is Genus still here?
Yeah,
can we get Peter in here for a beer? Peter, I know you have a home setup and a work
he's
setup.
right now.
There's no bullshit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter, man. Nobody bullshits harder than me, man. Peter, I know your situation, Peter. Sounds good, Hobbs.
Goose was right. Make sure you adjust for the alpha acids in the recipe because they're like really super high, like 18, 19, stuff like that.
Brewing bad, baby.
Blackwood's gonna do a Philly sour.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
I'm cleaning. All right, we're gonna have an NBC with Peter. Does it feel like we've been here for an hour and a half? No,
not at all.
It feels like 3 beers.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't been here that long, so.
Hey, what happens with Adderall? Does time go by faster or slower?
Pretty damn fast.
Everything goes by faster except for smoking weed, right? Then time goes by forever. At least for me. Whoa! Ocarina of Time, man. Dude, Ron Barnes just came through with my favorite video game of all time. Cheers to Rob Barnes, man. Much love, man. $25. These guys are coming out here in 10 days. We're going to hang out. I'm going to spend this money on showing these guys the Knoxville craft beer scene. And we don't have the best food scene, but there's good food here. And they're going to get it. Pizza, some barbecue, all the guys. I want you to compare it to the Texas stuff, man. I want to take you to Oakwood. Lynn knows about
Sounds
Oakwood.
good to me.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you, man.
Always not.
Thank you, Ron Barnes. Thank you, Small Batch. NW in the house, man. Much love. Have you guys ever
Is that the
brewed
same
beer?
small batch
Have you ever brewed beer?
Man, you ever seen
We-
you ever seen $20 bill? Is there a sniper in the tower? I don't know. That was Jon Stewart on Half Baked before his show.
Oh shit!
That was Jon Stewart, and then the girl after that was Janine Garofalo. It's like, hey,
Right.
can I tell you a story? You want to read a poem? You want to hear a poem? I have killed. No, she asked Dave Chappelle. She's like, hey, do you want to hear one of my poems? He's like, no, not at all. He's like, okay, I have loved. I have killed. He's just explaining the all different types of
I don't remember
stoners.
that one.
And then he goes to Willie Nelson. He's like talking about when, the guys are always nostalgic and talking about back in the day stuff. And he's like, I remember when a dime bag used to call us a dime bag. He's like, sorry, dog. That's going to be $20. He's like, what the fuck, man? He's like, yeah, man, it's 97, dude. Thought you knew. Thought you done knew. Lynn does not know. Okay. So there's 2 good barbecue places in Knoxville, Wells and Oakwood. But again, I don't, I had that. Where did we go again? Where's the place that we went? Oh, yes.
Brotherton.
We went to Brotherton's, yes.
Brotherton's, man. Brotherton's. Lord have mercy. Have I watched Clerks 3? Yeah, I've watched it. It's not the same. I mean, I like it because I love Kevin Smith, and I also watched the new
the new one?
Jay and Silent Bob. Well, there's a new Jay and Silent Bob, too, but Clerks 3. Some comedy, you have to just kind of... It's in that time, you have to be kind of that age and this and that. With that, I think if Seinfeld came out today, it would bomb. I don't think it would work. That style of sitcom in today's TikTok and ADD world, I don't think Seinfeld would last.
The Office couldn't be made today now either.
Well, aside from like PC culture, I think PC culture
Too
is
offensive. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, but there's kind of a new, and I do that with Homebrew for Life. I really want to kind of push the envelope. Like I said, something like nothing matters. It's a white guy just wearing a beard. Nothing matters except send me a picture of your penis. But I cut out the last clip of IS, so it pretty much could sound like peanuts because I want people to be like, hey, we can hear these words and we don't have to be offended, So the wind doesn't blow the same way forever. Censorship doesn't make the world a better place. I mean, I'm not saying, get 5-year-old kids into watching horror movies and porn and, death metal concerts, but like sooner or later, like there's a real world out there. And I just don't think shutting everything out and making people talk the way somebody wants us to talk is a good thing for the fucking human race. And that's all I got to say about that. I can see why he wrote the way he did. He was centered around the fact that Kevin Smith had a heart attack, and he went on Joe Rogan. He talked about his dog dying, and I almost cried, man. I listened to that whole podcast when he was talking about how
they both cried about that. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
He was talking about how he just ate boiled potatoes for 6 months. Like he was a fat fuck, and it freaked him out. So he lost like 100 pounds just eating boiled potatoes.
Yeah, he got super skinny.
Skinny.
Comparatively.
Super duper. And I'm proud of him. Most people in Hollywood, they want you either like overly fat or super skinny. It's like, no, man, fucking live your life, man. I'm still going to watch your shit. Simcoe versus Mosaic. Uh-oh. Did I say something wrong? Simcoe, he's yelling back there.
I sent you in the Instagram chat link to the Nuka Tap stuff.
Please do. I'm going to buy some right now. Shit, Chris Radiation. Okay. We're setting up a GoFundMe to get CH some Nuka Taps. I'm just going to buy one. Cool. Thanks, all you guys. Hey, thanks, Chris Radiation. Much love, Braj. Hey, Chris, we're going to be partying out here in like 10 days, man. If you can swing it, cruise out here, man, you're more than welcome. I just can't sleep more than 2 people at my house. I cannot. We could party here all day and night, barbecue, kind of. My house is
Dude,
home.
You guys should enter that raffle that my barbecue team's doing.
Oh, dude, send me that on Facebook. Hey, put that in the chat, all else. We'll support the shit out of you.
Okay.
Okay, so Alias has something that we need to show love to. Hey, Chris, thanks, man.
If you guys like, because like,
I'll subscribe to it right now, man.
Texas,
I'll subscribe to it right now.
but here I'll just put it in the chat here. There you go. So that's my Texas our barbecue team.
I'm coming in hot.
And we're doing like a raffle, so you can buy like tickets, and there's a smoker, rack of wood with a firewood rack, and a cooler, and it's like $50 a slot. Dude. And anywhere here in the U.S. you can enter, and we'll get it to you.
I'm not seeing the Facebook thing, dude.
I put it in the chat. Did it not show up?
I'm seeing Chris Radiation and Priuk saying Nuka Tap is king.
Mine should come right behind that then.
I didn't get it. Oh, because you can't put. I've got to make you like a links. Commissioner. I've got to make you like a.
Oh, I'm not an admin.
Okay, so write something really fast.
Okay.
Write, hello world or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, now do it.
Okay.
See, Ron Barnes knows what's up, man.
There he goes. Yep. I got the admin.
Thanks again, Ron
now.
Barnes, man. Thanks for that super chat, man. Still didn't work, brother.
So it should be right under Patrick Sandy.
Okay. Alias, what smoker do you use?
I have an offset smoker, so it's about a 120 gallon, like custom built, like it's built from like pipe. So cooking chamber is quarter-inch thick.
Send it to me on Instagram. I should be able to put links in my own stream, right?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll see right now. I'm going to put the Nuka.
That's the link to the Facebook page.
Okay, here we go. Gotcha.
And it should be the top post. The current post.
Can you see that on your end, Alias? Everybody in the chat? Whoa. We just saw the cat go crazy, man. We got a big donation from Chris, man. Nuka Tap and more Adderall. You decide, man. Big shout out to Chris, dude.
He's going to choose Adderall.
I'm taking a picture of this. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Hilarious. Oh, man. This is good. That's where it's at.
Sorry about that.
Dude, shout out to Chris, man. You just made my night, dude. Everybody's making my night. But that was Lynn's texting me right now too, me and my Adderall. Shout out to Lynn. She's my plug, man.
But yeah, Patrick, I have a 120 gallon like offset smoker that was made from like just pipe. So it's like 6 feet by 20 inch. And the
Chris, man,
firebox is 24 by 20 inch, and the firebox is 3/8 inch thick, and the cooking chamber is 1/4 inch thick. You want to go fat stack? I love fat stack smokers. They're fantastic. They're really, really good, but fuck, are they expensive? They are quite expensive.
Ooh, maybe I have seen this. Decline offer, 10% off, email address. Sorry, more beer. Are you guys more down with Northern Brewer or more beer? Is it 50-50? Is it 50-50?
I buy stuff from more beer because like they get the Australian stuff like from Zilla and
thank you, Chris. I'll buy that right now.
Nuka Tap and all that.
Let me see how much it is on Amazon.
It's the same price.
It's the same price.
And and you'll see the store like who you're buying it from is more beer anyways.
Yeah, I know that, but we kind of talked about this before you came on. Whoa.
Because I remember we were talking about it in chat, and I really wanted in on that conversation.
Oh my God. I'm going to send you something on Instagram right now.
Okay.
Hold on.
And they also, like, the taps also come in all black as well, too.
This is better than porn. Oh, they come in what?
They also come in all black as well.
Oh. Is that cool? I kind of like stainless steel.
Yeah. Let's see. You sent it in Instagram chat?
I think so.
Oh, it says post is unavailable.
Really?
Let me see if I.
Goddamn manscaped.
Oh wait, no, I can see it on my phone.
You see that?
Oh yeah.
Adderall, dude. Addy. Oh man, can't take that shit every day. You don't want to get dependent on it, but some days you need to turn into the fucking road runner. Oh, here we go, man. I'll go with more beer. You guys want to keep hanging out? We're an hour in, man. I got beers.
I'm down.
No, what's the next beer? What's next on the hit list?
So all I have is the 2 beers that I've drank, basically. So I'm going to go back. Actually, no, I do have an elderberry saison, although I'm not a fan.
Elderberry saison?
Yeah, it's not my own. It's a local brewery, which normally they produce really good stuff, but this is kind of a letdown.
You think it's the style or just the batch?
Just the batch, because they do really good saison. It was a collab with a Brazilian brewery.
Okay.
I'll show it. Fuck it, whatever.
I'm going to do a Fruit Tart Paloma, cocktail-inspired sour ale brewed with grapefruit and lime. Ooh.
All right, so like honestly, these guys do really good, especially saison, but they do really good IPAs as well. But yeah, this is just like a miss. It's whatever.
Oh,
not a
let's
big
rock
deal.
and roll. I'm hitting my stride, man. I'm hitting my stride.
But,
so, Alias, I made you a moderator, but that still wouldn't let you post links in there? That's some bullshit.
I think it took its time. Like I just got a notification. Hey, you are now a moderator.
Hey, where's
Here
the
are
one?
your things you can do.
Where's the one barrage?
that?
Remember the one barrage that was always moderating?
Who?
Oh, Theron?
It was
Wasn't he
Theron
in there
and
earlier?
Kurt Pick. He hasn't been in here in like months.
Maybe you're right. I for whatever
No, it's
reason,
been
I
a
thought he
long
was in there
time,
like
man.
earlier.
I hope he's doing well. He told me he got a new job,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Oh, that was a while back. Yeah.
Theron. Nah, that guy was cool. He was sending me his YouTube
Yeah,
videos. He
he's
was
awesome.
in a cover band.
Yeah, he does art as well.
Yeah, I missed that guy. And then there was Kurt
did
Pick
miss
too. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I was too obnoxious for people, or I don't know. Maybe people just don't. I don't
Speaking
know.
of which, I'm out of here.
What? You out of here too? Everyone's out of here.
I'm out of here. Fuck this place.
We got 60 people in here, an hour and a half in. I mean, we got to turn this into one of these video game nights sooner or later. We fucking bullied Noam into buying a Nintendo Switch, and we did it one time, man.
Played it once, maybe.
I played it once or twice.
No, we'll get that going, but I'm gonna do that on Twitch. I don't like doing that on the beer channel. That's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And Peter's always down for that, whether it's Smash or Mario Kart. But I love those nights. I just got to figure this out a little bit better, going back from YouTube and Twitch and this whole Streamlabs thing.
I don't know why I keep going like out of focus, because like on my end it looks like perfect, and then when I look at on YouTube, Alias points it out that it's like looks like shit.
Well, no, because I was looking at this
Can we get
because I have
Peter in here?
Discord.
Is Peter waiting on us? I got Knothead.
Tell him to go into the chat because the chat will show up and he can just press the video camera thing and he'll join into the video.
I think that he's already in this chat.
Yeah, so all he just needs to click is like connect his camera and he'll join the phone call.
Genus? No, it's Peter. What's his name under here? It's not Genus.
It's Genus Brewing. Because he's already like added to this group chat.
Yeah. I'm CH Brews. I don't know. No, it's just you guys. I don't think he's on Discord. I think he's got to be. I think
he's not active right now.
Yeah, I think he's got to be online.
Yeah, he's not online right now.
Oh, you're right. It is Genus Brewing. It's Peter eating some food. He's eating like 5 hot dogs. We'll figure it out though when the time comes, man. We're chilling.
He is very cool. Pruk. I don't know how to pronounce that. Pruk.
It's Czech Republican. That's how I'm chalking it up.
I'm gonna go grab another beer.
Kim Hill, I'm gonna need
Yeah,
one more beer, but I put it in a liter stein. Shout out to Kim Hill, man. I like where your head's at. This is my Saturday night. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I've got to buy a plane ticket to San Diego, and I need to work on making the Austin thumbnail. What do we do for the Austin thumbnail? Matthew McConaughey, Jessica Simpson wearing not Blazing Saddles. What's
Cowboy boots and sundresses.
What was the movie she was in with Johnny Knoxville? What was the fake one?
Oh, the
remake.
The remake, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Blazing Saddles.
Man.
Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep,
Dukes of Hazzard. Way off. Samsonite.
Samsonite.
Way off.
Back off.
$70 to the gallon.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that
Teach
much.
me how to can my beer, por favor. I don't can beer.
First, he's got to get a canner.
Those Oktoberfests are kind of expensive.
The cannular are like hit or miss because like you have to adjust them from what I've been told.
Yeah. And even still, you get some duds.
And you get some duds, and then
Big Pete.
Peter was saying there's another one coming out
What up, Big
sometime
Pete?
soon.
Michael Taylor, is there a public Discord for Homebrew for Life? Yeah, I'm not on it all that much though.
Wow.
There is. It's mostly all of us. Just actually, I'm saying us. I barely am on it.
We do a once a week stream here, and I'm on the
Gotcha.
stream more than I'm on the Discord. Yeast and the Beast has a canner. Yeast, can you break it down for him? Do you mind? Do you regret it, or do you vouch for it?
Wow.
It's kind of a brutal way of asking about it. Do you regret buying that thing you spent a lot of money on?
Yeah.
Do you have severe buyer's remorse, or do you put stock into it?
Look,
Sunset was
honest.
showing
I don't really
me
like beer that
these
much.
cans,
Genus Brewing will break it
these
down.
aluminum bottle cans kind of thing. So like they have like
Aluminum bottle cans. I feel like I'm at a Charger game.
yeah, I know, right? But
Wow.
yeah, so like you can. They're like I think they're only one-time use, like or whatever. And so like you fill them and you cap it on foam, but like you don't need a canning machine to close them and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But like they're only good for like a day or two or something like that.
Oh, okay. I do know they have like some screw top ones.
Yeah, that's what he was
kind of
telling
like
me
those
about.
old like energy drinks or whatever. How they,
Yeah,
it kind of looks
yep,
like that.
that's
you know?
exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
somebody just brought up Party Time. I want to give a big shout out to Party Time. I watched. Every time I click on Party Time's video, I think I'm caught up to it, and it's like a week old. And then today he put out another video. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm so stoked on Party Time's grind. I haven't seen him in here in a little bit. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I hope that guy's doing really well. And we got to get him on here soon. Party Time James?
Yeah, of course.
Where's Party Time? Is he in here? Is he one of those guys that someone's going to buy a 5 membership thing? He's going to show up.
He pops up. I think he's already probably a member.
Wow.
No,
Or
I'm
whatever
stoked
you
on
wanna
his
call it.
grind. And
Okona.
what was that?
I'm just responding to Alias's beer that he's drinking.
Who's drinking
Oh.
Dakona?
That's me.
What is that? The Big Wave?
Big wave.
Big Wave Dave, baby. Big Wave Dave. Phenomenal video. Big Pete, man.
Oh, Mark
Shout out to
King
Big
was
Pete,
talking
man.
about him? Nice.
Hey, Chris Absolute Vodka, man. Chris Absolute Vodka. I was wearing his t-shirt. I was wearing his t-shirt in the last Homebrew for Life video, man. The skeleton claw and hammer, man. I don't know who's selling those or who's making money off those, but those t-shirts are badass, and that's a fucking super comfortable t-shirt. That's
I
one of-
want one. I just don't know how to get it. So if you can tell me, I will buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I'll bring this up to Kyle tomorrow or Chris tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chris, you sell them, and then give Clawhammer $5 for using their name or whatever. I don't know, but that's a super comfortable T-shirt.
I'll buy a Chris Vodka shirt.
I love the way it looks. I would definitely wear that.
It's like some Beetlejuice, Oingo Boingo, Skull. Day of the Dead coming out holding onto a wrench or a hammer. I'm sorry, claw hammer. Nah, dude, that I love that T-shirt. I love that shirt. The original.
Oh, you know what?
Sorry,
I saw someone wearing a Brown Man Brewing shirt at
No
a
way.
race event.
Is it, dude? It's a good feeling, right?
And I was like, I didn't really know the guy.
Look at Chris Vodka. Tell me
And-
too. How do I get one of my own T-shirts?
And I was like, where'd you get that shirt from? He's like, oh, a buddy of mine showed me this link. And I bought, and I thought they were cool. And I was like, that's my brewery. And he's like, oh, hell yeah, dude.
That's
Thanks.
the brand, dude.
I was like, what the fuck?
No,
It felt so good to see, like, someone in public wearing, like, my shirt.
that's awesome. I haven't had that experience yet, but I'd imagine it's a pretty good feeling. Even like if you own a brewery and you go around and you see people doing shit, you're like, this is awesome, man.
Especially like outside your brewery or anything like that. Like I saw people,
really
I saw a couple
much.
of folks wearing my merch at the farmer's market.
Nice, dude.
And I didn't really know them, but like I had posted the link to it like in our neighborhood chat and everything, like Slack group, and I was like, oh shit, people bought it. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's a good story. That's a good question. Outside of beer, Ollie, I was like, which brewery sells the most merch? Like, what's the coolest beer shirt to wear? For me, it'd probably be Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada, Dogfish Head.
I've never seen a Dogfish Head shirt.
I've seen. I guess living in the Northeast, I saw a bunch of people wearing.
I mean, there used to be a bunch of Stone, but everyone kind of.
Around here, you already know the answer, and you see the stickers on a lot of like
Treehouse?
the back of cars. Yeah, Treehouse. You see that logo on the back of cars all the time on the highway.
Is it actually Treehouse or is it the Orange Julius? Because sometimes it's a beer and sometimes it's the brand.
I meant just like kind of their brand. Like you see their brand everywhere. Like you see their logo. In terms of like, I wouldn't say shirts, but they have like, hoodies and like koozies and like all like the accessories and coffee mugs, all that shit. So
that's a good point.
Right.
No, that's a good point. It doesn't have to be shirts. Like, a lot of times you just see stickers and bumper plates and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We don't get that out here. I don't get that in Tennessee. I don't think I've ever seen anybody in Knoxville wear a beer shirt unless you were, employed by them. But I would say on the California, outside of like the local microbrew scene, it's got to be Sierra Nevada, but it's not all too often. Like I've never seen anybody wear a Lagunitas t-shirt, which is cool because I like Lagunitas, that logo with that dog. It's like the Sandlot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, Stone at one time had the coolest thing on planet Earth, and I don't know why that fucking dude just put his face in front of it. It was like Stone was so much cooler before we found out you were like this gangly, ghoulish little like crusty hippie white dude. I thought the owners were the gargoyles. I thought it was like the Zool from Ghostbusters. But no, that day is over. Like it's all the same shit. It comes from China. It's dirt cheap. It's this and that, but it's all about street cred. And Stone definitely lost that shit. Yeah,
for sure.
No doubt.
Well,
when you had that in your San Diego video, I was like, well, that aged well.
What's funny is I talked to Kyle the other day because I was at Asheville. I've been in Asheville like 4 times this year, but I remember looking at, they've got this little stainless steel table that comes out on wheels, and they put their system on it and they shoot all these videos on it. And underneath that, they have this, I think it was a cooler. Yeah, it had to be like a little e-glue cooler. And they had the Stone gargoyle on it. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. Like I haven't seen somebody rep Stone since they sold out. The next day, Kyle sent me 5 videos of Greg Koch being super brash, super arrogant, and just talking about how like, hey, we're never selling out. And they did that right after, like when he made those videos, that was right after Ballast Point sold out for $1 billion.
Yeah.
So he was like in 2016, he was like, we're never selling out. These guys, like, fuck these guys. We're like, he
doubled down.
Yeah, he rubbed it in their face. And Kyle sent me those videos, and I texted Kyle, I was like, I was at your place last week, and it was a Stone sticker on like either their mill or a cooler. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm taking that off right now. And I was like, all right, dude. Like, okay, dude. That's not going to make your beer taste any better or worse or get your views up on your channel. But like, I hear you, man. Like, nobody wants to rep the fucking like pretty much biggest sellout of all time. Maybe not of all time, but like in the beer world by far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how, it was months ago now, but like we had a couple different streams where we talked about this, and like
it comes up.
I have nothing bad to say about him. He did a lot of good for the craft beer
did a lot of good,
scene,
man.
but But when you go that hard and then you inevitably become a hypocrite, you have to be called out.
You have to be called out, man. And he could have went the way of Kent Grossman. Kent Grossman, I think he's a billionaire. He's the sole owner of Sierra Nevada. He bought his partner out for $30 million in, I think, the mid to late 90s. They were already, selling in 50 different states. And they were kind of in a league of their own at that time because nothing was too hoppy back in the 90s. And they were kind of like the first, palate changers. And the guy who bought out, he's probably like, damn, this guy's worth $1 billion now or $500 million. Like, hey, dude, you brewed beer for 20 years and you got bought out for $30 million. That's more money.
That's still really fantastic,
like,
dude.
You could play golf.
You can, and also the thing is, like, it's not like you're stuck with that 30. Like, it's like, oh, that's all you can make from it. It's
the interest on that alone, turn
that $30 million into another investment, and you'll be fine. Like,
it's ridiculous. Fine. It's ridiculous, and I mean, I don't know what it's like to have $30 million and still complain, but I would like to think that guy is cool as shit.
That's hilarious. That has to be. I just have to give that a little bit of respect to have $30 million and still complain.
That is
fucking that sums it up right there.
That's Tom from MySpace, man. That's Tom from MySpace. Just get your $30 million, sell it, get out. Who cares how much money they make? You go play golf and eat fucking sushi every day and go travel. It would take you. Funny. You would have to be the dumbest motherfucker on planet Earth to burn $30 million, and it happens. It actually happens.
Oh yeah, dude.
It happens.
Everyone in the NFL,
or everybody that wins the lotto. Yeah. I mean, it comes down to
not everyone, but yeah, definitely like quite a few people because they're like, oh, let me give everyone I know a house and a luxury car,
right,
and next thing you know, they're
like a rapper
broke.
And shit like that.
Yeah, but that's the problem with people that are given money for free. They don't understand the value of a dollar, and it creates a serious monster. Because I'm not gonna lie, I got an inheritance at one time, and I got some money, and I fucking blew through that money. Like whether it's $1,000 or $1,500 or $5,000, you're paying bills for your friends or bar tabs and this and that. When you work for your money and you're like, damn, okay, that pizza and beer was like $50. That was like half a shift I had to work at a shitty job, or I got into a fight with a coworker and my boss hates me. Like, maybe I'm just gonna, drink a 40 at home tonight, or save some money and eat a Hot Pocket or two. The people that burn the money the fastest are the people that didn't earn that money.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't appreciate it.
There's no value. There's no value of it. Whether you're spoiled or you got a divorce settlement or I don't know, you became a pro athlete and you're just like, whoa, here's $50 million. And you're like, well, it's not really $50 million. You have to pay like half in taxes and half go to like your.
You got Peter.
Whoa!
There we go.
Live. Boys and girls. Girls and boys. There he is. Peter, I'm going to use the restroom. How are you though, brother?
Let's go.
I don't think he can hear me or see me. We got Peter from Genus. We still got 55 people.
I think I hear him, but it's very faint.
Peter. No, he's playing the speaker. He can hear us. Peter. There he is. Peter, I'm going to use the restroom. How are you, brother? Why'd you take 20 minutes? We've been able to hear you the whole time. I don't understand what that was all about. But Peter, hold it down. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Very faint.
Let's go.
I'm working on it. I can hear you on my phone. I can't hear you on
you sound fine
my
now.
computer yet. So trying to figure that out.
Yeah, you sound good. I got to sneeze so bad, so if I do, I apologize ahead of time.
I'm trying.
Oh my god.
Looks like my input's working. I just got to figure out the output.
Input in, output out.
I was hoping you said, and that's what it's all
Why
about.
does my headphones?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's all right.
So let down.
That's just what I am.
Hey, now I can hear you. I don't know what just happened, but
all right, there he goes. Heyo. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, these headphones just suck. I see. New headphones.
Shit. Sorry.
Was this
I'm laughing
group
at
chat?
something else. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
I love that group chat.
Mm.
All right, this time for sure. Maybe. See.
Astros won, so
You can
all is
see
well.
me.
Oh, you even got a
Nice.
pop filter. Nice. You're a pro, man. See people like recording vocals without a pop filter. Shame on them.
How dare they?
Yeah, seriously, man. It's like uncalled for.
There we go.
Oh, Yeast and the Beast is still here. He's still barraging.
Hey, he
finished
just
beer
finished
4.
beer 4.
Dude, you guys got to get
Yeah.
together, man. What's up?
He's in the
You
barrage.
guys live in the same. You guys live in the
Yeah,
same
he
town.
just
yo.
moved. He just moved to my town. I'm the sheriff of this town, and he pissing all over my
No, you're the
place.
mayor. You're
I'm
the mayor.
mayor.
You're the mayor of that town. Just ask everybody that was at High Noon like
I know.
3 months ago.
I can't wait to watch the Austin vlog. I'm so curious. Of
I'm
how much-
scared.
I'm just curious of like how
little
much I
scared.
just look like an idiot on the in the
Right, that's
video.
what I'm scared about. Yeah.
I'm just like it's just gonna be me in a Hawaiian shirt just dancing the whole time.
I would watch
Are you
that.
on
Though.
now?
Yeah. Hey, that's my wife, by the way.
Howdy.
Hello.
Her name is Lisa. She can't hear you, but she's there.
I can
Hi,
hear.
Lisa. How you doing?
They said hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Is this at the house or the brewery?
This is at the brewery.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, she was here for Run Club. / my birthday was yesterday, so I got some family that are.
Oh,
Doing
happy
family
belated
things here.
birthday.
Thank you.
May I ask how old? 29.
34.
34.
I
Congratulations.
thought you were a little bit younger. Okay.
No, I've owned this place for like 10 years. So I started when I opened it technically when I was 23, but then opened doors when I was 24, and now it's been 10 years.
Dude, that's
Dang.
fucking
Where's
badass.
Where are you?
He's over there. He's in the bathroom probably.
He's crawled up in the corner in the fetal position.
Yeah.
He's taking a
like
dump.
That's a good possibility, actually.
We don't look like twins.
No, you and the other dude
That's-
that I thought had a wig on the other day looks like twins, though.
That is true.
I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Warren is his name.
Warren. That's a cool
Yeah.
name.
He had,
Those dance moves were sick.
yeah, Warren came in and jumped on the stream, and they thought that I just like went away, put on a wig, and came back.
Oh,
It was good.
Booning
Yeah.
with the Cats IPA.
Warren just helped me finish a batch of beer, and now I've
nice.
got a lot of stuff to clean up later on tonight. That's
What do
my
you brew?
niece. We brewed a giant light lager.
are you going home? Love you.
Bye, Sophia. I love you.
What do you mean by giant? Like a sort of a big ABV, or like just a lot of it?
Just a lot of it, 5 barrels. We usually brew 2 barrels here, and then we've got one 5-barrel tank here. And so we, on our 50-gallon kettles, we brewed a 5-barrel light lager. So it's a lot of
Nice.
brewing.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, though. We usually save it for seltzers because seltzers are super easy to do on big batch sizes because you can just like brew a concentrated version and then dilute it out.
Right.
But we call it Genus Stone Light because we use Lutra instead of lagers, and it's our pseudo light lager.
What's the ABV? I know you said light, but just
It's gonna be like 4.5 ish.
nice.
Yeah. And it's one I don't know if you've seen our Keystone branded like Genus Stone shirts.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. That was
that's what we-
ballsy at
Really?
the time.
You have
Yeah.
Keystone style shirts?
Heck yeah! Have you check it on the website?
Okay. Is it just Genus?
That was ballsy
Brewing?
at the time because
Yeah.
that's when like Stone was kind of being like kind of douchey towards people that were using their name, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
they were in the lawsuit with Sawstone, and then that turned into a lawsuit with Keystone, or it was
Right.
for
Genius
Keystone.
Stone Light. That's a fucking fantastic shirt.
That's respect.
The goal is to get a cease and desist so that we can be as famous as Sawstone Brewery got for that brief month. And then we just kept it because we liked it. We brewed a beer for it, so why not?
Oh, I like that. I'm actually gonna probably buy that shirt. Oh, but the
Screen share it. Can you? Is it possible to screen share on this?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can.
So screen share what the shirt looks like.
Okay.
I could probably find it too.
That's fine. Go live. Let's see. We'll find out if people can see my screen.
What happened? Somebody just came on?
No, I'm screen sharing. Let's see if
Lisa just came on, yeah. Well, Lisa didn't come on, but she's right next to me.
Oh, it kind of kicked us all around a little bit. Hold on. Who's Moneyman's stream?
There he is. He's back.
Can people see my screen?
Hi, Lisa MacArthur.
Hi.
Is that Miss Genus over there? Okay. Hi. How you doing?
We're at Genus, yeah.
Oh, you guys are? Okay, cool. What are you guys drinking tonight? Or are you guys just chilling?
I was drinking a seltzer. So my birthday was yesterday, and she had a coworker whose birthday was today, and so they had a big group come to Genus, mostly for her coworker, but also my family's here for me.
Genus, thanks for being the coolest wife ever, and allowing Peter to come on and be a degenerate with us. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Can see that on this stream? I don't know.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna take the kids.
All right,
I love you. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, so cute. That was so cute. And now it went back to normal. I don't know why that happened. Peter, your wife is beautiful, man. You're a lucky.
Oh, did I break the happy hour?
You're a lucky.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Let me figure this out. I got a weird question. I want to ask some people though. Let me pull this down a little bit. I'm thinking about signing up for a credit card through like a travel agency or like a airline, like an Allegiant or Spirit. Does anyone have any experience with that?
I have one.
Allegiant or Spirit?
I have it with United Airlines.
Is it worth it? I mean, you get like the initial bonus points, whatever.
You do, but just be careful with the annual fees.
Yeah, it's like $50 to $100 a year, right?
Right. So mine's like 95, which I'm not too big of a fan.
It's not worth it.
Especially because, like, unless you're flying that airlines a lot.
Right. It's like a business write-off for most people that have that.
Yeah, because, like, I think the cashback ones are better, like the Capital One and all that, because, one, you have zero annual fee, and you can, like, use that cashback to pay off your debt or whatever. Things like that.
Adam, I'm getting trolled right now. What's up, Adam?
Yeah, I saw that.
Am I going hunting? Yeah, dude. I'm always going hunting, man. I'm going hunting for something, though. Sometimes it's not animals. I've never been hunting for animals. Okay. Yeah, I might just stick with my Chase Premium Platinum. They call it Chase Freedom. It's anything but freedom, man. It is it's a credit card.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Greg, who stayed with me. Sorry, what's up?
But like, I have now like 260,000 miles for my credit card that I'm finally using to go to Aruba for New Year's.
Nice. Yeah. The key to a credit card is if you can't pay it off at the end of the year or at the end of the month, just pay it off every day.
Yeah.
Pay it off every single day.
I just pay it off every month. It's easier.
What do you get? Like $2,000 at the end of the year?
The eye. Sorry.
What happened? What did we do?
I was drinking a beer and I got splashed in the eye.
I thought you were like laughing. I thought you were laughing at somebody's credit card.
No. That sucked. Anyways.
Stephen Plass. What up, dog? Stephen Plass in the house. Homebrew for life. Hunting for life. Nah, Booze Brothers, it's pretty much the only shit that I wear. I've got like 5 t-shirts and then 20 other Booze Brothers things.
Are you like me? Everything's all like brewery related?
Look, I'm going to be honest.
That's the way I look at it, man. That's the way I look at it. You know, like at the end of the day, t-shirts, you're pretty much just a walking advertisement. So I want to rep like
what you
the
like
shit that
and what you're into.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy like an Abercrombie and Finch shirt. Like little kids growing up, they're the biggest tools. They want to fit in and wear all the cool stuff. It's like, well, do you even know like these guys or anybody on the team or this and that? But I don't know. Different target audiences. No one with the money shot. Goose Fraba. Goose Fraba, you dirty dog, you. I know where his head's at.
Wow.
I know what he's doing later. Thomas Joseph, yeah, but if you fly to the next city over, they charge you 1,000 miles for a 50-mile trip. That's the catch. That's how they get you. On the commuter shit, they jack the price up.
What?
Read what Thomas Joseph just said. Just wrote.
Yeah, but if you like to fly to the next city over
Oh, there's like just
for 50 mile
hidden.
trip.
They know how to make their nut. They know how to make their nut. They want you not to pay attention.
So I always whenever if I'm gonna buy mileage, I always look for when they have sales and stuff like that.
When they hit you up
and
with
that's
a flash sale, that's when you want to clock.
Yeah, it's like a flash sale for that half a day kind of thing. And I'll buy my tickets because you have to buy mileage. You have to use it for each way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll buy them separately. I'll find if I buy my return flight one day, I'll buy my going there flight another day, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got to know the ropes.
That's what I did with Aruba.
I'm sorry about that, but
he's still laughing over there. He just gave himself a facial. Miles equals
no, I hit
money,
the base
so
of the mic and it made a clink noise, and I know that got picked up.
But
I feel like an ass.
Because I got my flight from Houston to Aruba for 17K miles, which was nothing. And then my return is 20K miles.
So, I have a question too. We're all doing that whole Allegiant thing. Don't you guys feel a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that it's $150?
Not at all. They're trying to make a name for themselves. No.
No,
hey man, if they ask me to volunteer as the pilot, fuck it, we're all going.
Right?
Let's rock and roll, man. I'll be the co-pilot. Earth calling.
Man, that's really cheap.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
how are they getting their money, and how are they paying their pilot? And is he well trained? That's
well,
goddamn.
They just find a pilot off the streets. Hey, you want to fly a plane, buddy?
We're looking for a pilot.
I mean, it's pretty much the same price as Southwest. Southwest, I could get to San Diego to LA and San Diego to San Francisco and back for $150. It's pretty much just a region thing. They've got it figured out. For them.
But also,
for me, it was a little different though.
But they're also saving money on fuel and stuff like that because people aren't really checking in bags. They're not checking in they're not bringing a lot of luggage because it charges you to have a carry-on. It charges you to have a checked-in bag, right? So everybody's
but then they're also kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They're being they're inventing ways for people to save money, but they're also making less money. No. I mean, that's the way it sounds like to me.
I don't know. Man. I can't. I don't have that type of money to pick and choose, man. I just have to go see my family from time to time and keep my fingers crossed that the plane doesn't go down. But then
I will say this: I tried to get other airlines, and the price difference was ridiculous. It was $400 more. The cheapest price more was $400. So that's why I'm man, how did that seems weird.
We've got a good connection outside of Peter. We don't go to Spokane, but from Austin to Boston to Knoxville, we've got a good hookup. But for me to go to San Diego for $300, I need to drive to Nashville, which is 2.5 hours, and then take Spirit to Burbank or LAX, and then take a 2-hour, $25 train down. So it sucks, flying.
So you have to fly.
Yeah, you lose pretty much your whole fucking day with travel there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it comes down to $400. It's I figure that I don't make $400 a day, so I might as well just sit around and wait. Who makes $400 a day in here? Peter?
Or vlog it.
Not me.
Some days. Depends on the day.
Hold on. I need to do the math.
$400 a day? I would have to work construction and
that's close. Just say yes.
Nobody makes $400 a day. That's $2,000.
I'm pretty damn close.
Oh, shit. Okay. Joke's on me. All right. Well, looks like Aliaz is buying when he comes into Knoxville, man. He just shared that information on the internet. He done fucked up good. He done fucked up good. Mo. Peter, what's new, man? What happened since last time? Anything new in your world?
Not too much. I brewed a beer. I turned 34.
Hey, happy birthday. Come on down.
Thank you.
Wow.
I got some cross countrying done, and then that's it.
Cool. Well, right on, man. Happy birthday. Happy 34th.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hops and Arlie was asking you questions earlier. I think that you answered them, talking about Logan a little bit. I think you wrote back.
Yeah, I saw Logan actually. Logan's doing. He's working with a timing company, and so he was actually at my cross country meet on yesterday.
Right on.
So
Tell Logan I said what up. Does he know who? Did he ever watch Homebrew for Life, or was that after his time?
No, he watched Homebrew for Life. He knows who you are.
Hey, tell him I said what up, man. CH from Sandy, Knoxville says what's up.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Chilling.
Yeah, he's doing good though.
Good. He's got 1 kid or 2 kids now?
He's got 2 kids. His first kid is finally in school, so now he just has to wrestle 1 kid all day.
Okay. So what's he do for work?
He dads, and now he helps. He has like part-time helping time with this timing company.
All right.
With this, what's it? Timing company?
Yeah, so like at a cross-country meet, they have like a trailer that sets up like a camera and timing equipment, so that when kids cross the line, they just
like
automatically
precise.
get it.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, how long does it take for him to shit? Let's time him. We charge this hour rate.
I have no idea how much they charge. I'm guessing. My guess is their whole setup is like $600 for a day, but I honestly have no idea. It could be 1,000, could be 200.
I'm on John Main's page. You got a question from Dave Dempster, Peter. You doing all the brewing now for Genus? I know the answer, but I'll let you entertain the new folks.
I am. Warren is helping out, and I'm kind of like he's assistant brewing and learning as much as he can on that stuff. But for the most part, I'm the main brewer right now, and I don't know if he ever wants to take over and do some beer batches. He's welcome to, but he's also got a lot of other stuff going on. So yeah, I'm the guy doing it.
Peter, do you think the beer tastes better when you brew it?
I think I'm a very good brewer. I'll say that.
But I mean, I know we all have pride of ownership as home brewer. Like when you drink something, it's like, whoa, I made this. This is good, this and that. But can you actually taste a difference from when you do it or when somebody else does it?
Yes.
Okay. Good answer, man. Good answer. Just like more checks out with the beersmith, or it's like less malty or more hoppy or less off flavors. I mean, what do you pick apart?
It's just different. There's certain nitpicky things that I take care of. Not to say that anybody else doesn't take care of those things, but yeah, there's certain things like that I cross my T's and dot my I's on and all that. And I think I'm a little bit more flexible with what I can do because I have my basics pretty well figured out. So.
Gotcha. All right, I'm doing a hard seltzer / beer. It's called the Mountain Water. I've drank this before. You guys will check it out in 10 days. Peter's coming out in January. These guys are coming out in like 10 days. You guys will all have some Mountain Water. We'll go on a good hike. I'll make everybody sweat, feel their muscles burn, and then we'll crack one of these.
If you guys do a summer trip, you should get me on a four-way, a train. Human centipede for the summer trip because that's when my wife is off of work.
Okay, I would love to invite Peter. Yeah, me, all y'all to know him. We've got a cool little organic thing we've kind of created. I want to go down and visit, obviously you up there in the Pacific Northwest, but I want to go visit Jorge Castro.
It's time for us to visit. Oh, I want to visit Puerto Rico as well.
And we get the hookup from all of our locations. It'll take us down to Aguadilla for like $250, and that's nothing. To be in the fucking Bahamas for $250 is nothing.
That's so cheap, yeah.
That's too cheap. $250. Work 2 days and you can travel.
Yeah, it's huge.
Zach Pearson in the house, man. Jonathan Elliott. Whoa, Ric Flair, come on
shit.
down.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like beer that much.
I think I might chug this whole beer and just get super fucking.
It's cool because I chatted with Jorge Castro. For a bit on
great dude
on the beer scene in Mexico and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he travels a lot. He used to before he had a daughter.
He's been to Mexico, but he doesn't really know too much about the beer scene. So like we were just chatting about it a little bit, but it was really cool chatting to him about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about we had a good stream the other day, and I'm thinking about chopping some of it up. There was a good couple riffs. You were talking about the craft beer scene. Peter was talking
I got that B-roll to send to you as well too.
I wanted that, but Peter was also talking about being a teacher in a PC world and how like kids can't say like ass or butt, like kick his tush, stuff like that. And that's all fucking bullshit. It's like, come on, man. Like I can't teeter-totter my life around some people getting offended. I know the words not to say, and I wouldn't say those words anywhere. But come on, like I can't like be around 50 people and say something or rile you up or create some rah-rah without saying something that's, not Disney Channel friendly. And I thought about turning that into a clip as well. And that's pretty much what we talked about. Peter can't say ass. Like, let's go kick their tush. And I was like, I don't know, man.
It reminds me of when I was a camp counselor and I cursed in front of all the kids.
Fired.
Oh, really?
So fired. Fired.
Later, it was natural, right? Like you didn't like think about it. It just
I
kind
didn't
of happened.
think about it. It came out super fucking natural.
Thomas Joseph, I'm offended. They're offended.
Like, oh damn.
Nah,
and all the kids like turn around like, oh my god, Mr. Muhammad said a bad word.
Oh, Jorge Castro's still here, man. Come on down, dude. He's still holding it down.
Hey, good stuff.
Good shit, man. Slam a beer, fall into bed. Dave Dempster, Peter, what are the examples? I'm gonna answer this for Peter. I always love the Homebrew for Life and Genus Brewing, the way we chalk shit up. I want somebody to ask us a question. Dave Dempster, Peter, what are examples of things you are particular about when brewing? That's a pretty gnarly generalization. I don't know. Peter, have at
it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it. Just how I do my starters, like what my cell count's going to be, and how I do like multiple steps to my starters. What yeast I pick. I can freestyle picking like random dead yeast that are going to be expired homebrew packs that we've got in the things, because I know the steps that I'm going to take to ensure cell count going into my final beer and stuff like that. Like there's doing closed systems when closed systems probably aren't necessary, but they might be necessary. If I do a closed system and I'm worried about oxygen on the front load, then making sure I've got the right amount of oxygen in there. Just a lot of little things. Water chemistry. Pretty particular about certain things that most people aren't, and I think that makes a difference.
I wrote my answer. I don't know if he's going to see that, but I'm just being a goofball.
Oh my god.
Hey,
it's only 25, and it's milligrams, not milliliters.
Yeah, milliliters.
No, Peter, I took a 20 milliliter of Adderall yesterday, and I had such a good time editing for 5 hours. And then the Cinderella,
the most productive you've been, right?
dude. And then the pixie dust wore off, and I was like, dude, I'm 80% where I want this video to go. We're just rocking and rolling after that.
My head hurts.
Yeah.
The trick is drink a lot of water and don't do it too many days in a row. That's what I found out. Even though my doctor told me to take it every day.
Well, if you take it every day, you can't appreciate it. Like you got to kind of earn your superhero stuff. Not your superhero stuff, but like I'm a big believer. Like you earn your beer. And I go out with friends sometimes, and they're like, "Hey, do you want a beer?"
Right.
I'm like, no. I haven't earned it yet. Like I go to my buddy's breweries, Culver, Booze Brothers, this, that. Like, hey, you want a beer? I'm like, no, I'm just getting lunch. Like, why don't you want a beer? I'm like, I haven't earned it yet. I haven't done anything today. Like if I'm on vacation, it's a different story. But like I got to edit for 5 hours, or at least go clean my house, or
right.
Now I'm working 7-hour shifts at a brewery.
My favorite is when I accidentally wake up at I'll wake up at 2 a.m. and then just like be not sure if I can fall back asleep or not. But in the back of my mind, I'll have something that I got to get. I'll have something that I got to get done. So then I'm like, bam, 20 milligrams of Adderall, and then by the time my family wakes up, I've done like a day's worth of work, or a day and a half's worth of work.
Dude, Adderall is the fucking shit, man. I literally think everybody needs new Adderall just one day a week. It's not addicting.
If you only do it one day a week,
if you get shit done day.
But Peter, there's also this thing where like the next day I'm not on Adderall, and I look over, my house is like spot clean, except there's like one Taco Bell wrapper on the counter, and I'm like, do I need to get up and just throw that away? Like can I do these things without Adderall? Because if I'm with Adderall, you like throw it away, you crumble it up, you take it outside, you roll your trash cans down, you put it out there, you wait, I'm like, can I still clean my house and do, pretty much 9 to 5 basic chores without Adderall? Like, nah, we'll just wait till, next Wednesday. And see what builds up and this and that.
I think the trick is the next day you've got to just, as soon as you wake up, you got to get a workout in. Just get that fresh pump that's like a natural pump, and then you're back to normal.
I've never, like, I'm new to Adderall. I took it a couple times in college, and I'm doing it now to, look at my backlogs and just get my focus, get my laser focus. But I've never worked out or ran on it. I've never lifted weights or done cardio. Do you recommend
I don't
that?
do it. So I didn't do it on, like, not on it. Well, I have done it on it, but actually I did the 25K this Sunday. I took it just to make sure. I could,
Adderall in the secondary. What do you guys think?
Yeah, there we go. No, but I think working out is a good substitute for it on the days that you're off it and you want to just like kind of reset your body.
Adderall's the shit, man. Let's be honest. Drop Adderall to the secondary. What could go wrong? You would make a lot of money because people. Well, I don't know, because when you're on.
That's the next Four Loko is what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like Four Loko on steroids at that point.
But it's a weird thing to mix, because when I do Adderall. And when I used to do cocaine in my 20s, I would never want to drink. I would just smoke cigarettes and shut up and just kind of focus and watch people. If you want to mix it with a cocktail, you want them to keep drinking. No?
Yeah, that's the thing is you cannot, if you're drinking when you're on Adderall, you can't feel how drunk you are, like, at all. And so if you...
That's when the hangovers are gnarly. That's when the hangovers are gnarly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You go way too much, and then you wake up like double dehydrated the next day. Everything's awful.
You're double dehydrated, and then you're just like dry heaving because you're just like everything's already out of you.
Yeast and the beast is on to something.
Oh,
ADHD.
You're also never hungry on it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
ADHD.
ADHD.
Adderall infused IPA.
Yeah.
With
ADHD.
No, but and I always want to think like I love drugs. I definitely love drugs, but like I've never been addicted to a drug. No, I love drugs, but I always want to do it on my terms.
And that's it, folks.
No, this ain't going anywhere. If you can
That's
know
where the noise kicks.
No, man, like
It'd be funny. He just ends the video, and I love drugs. Boom.
CH 2024. I fucking love drugs, but but I've always been like, I know I'm on a drug. I've always known that, like, I know like this isn't going to be forever, and I'm not going to sell all my shit to buy it and feel like this forever. I know that I'm high, and I know that. If I'm not on Adderall, I can still get the job done. I've got to, put my phone in my car, and I've got to minimize distractions. I think putting your phone in your car and getting away from your fucking unplugging your internet is good for anybody. I don't care if you're a little kid trying to study the ABCs or this and that. Minimize all distractions. But I've never had a freak out on a drug. I've never had a bad experience on mushrooms or coke or Adderall or this and that. I've never done heroin. I've never done acid.
Yeah.
I've never. I don't think like the Vicodin, like the pills, worked on me. The Xanny bars, none of that worked on me. I'd just rather drink like a triple IPA. It's the same shit. But if like, hey, like this is a drug, you're gonna experience it for a few hours, and you can come back to it. I think it's a super good experience.
Yeah, what they call it set and setting. Like if you're prepared for the experience and like what you're in for, it's pleasant. If you're not, like if you're hoodwinked into, because some people don't realize they're doing the drug they're doing. You know what I mean? Like
right, and they think it's like they're going to hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And that's where shit goes. That's where you freak out. That's when you're like, oh, what the fuck.
I mean, I've been too baked at parties and stuff, but I know like I'm baked. Like I know not like I'm like the Satan's gonna kill me and the wall's gonna come crashing down. Like I've never had that. But you know what's funny? Because I've had a couple buddies that did salvia, and they would like run through glass and then like run out in the middle of the street, and then like their humerus bone broken by a cop.
Yeah, I've tried it, but I was smart enough to fight it because I was like not too sure about it. Yeah, it came on hard, but like I fought it, and I didn't like let it like turn me into a zombie.
Like that K2 shit or whatever.
What's that? Sorry.
Was that the K2 stuff that like?
No. Salvia is like an herb that's like
somehow it's
like
legal.
They made it like illegal kind of thing, right? Like you could buy it from like any smoke shop or some shit.
I would love to do ayahuasca.
So you can get it sent to you in the mail easily. Salvia,
yeah,
it was like readily available.
Salvia is a weird thing, and the way they sell salvia, it comes in like pod cases. So this was like 10 years ago. It's like dosage, right? Like potency, like 5 milligrams.
Right.
And we bought the gnarly stuff, and we all smoked it. One girl just started crying her eyes out. Me, I just kind of lost my motor skills. I couldn't talk. Pretty much like a more condensed version of Adderall. And then one of our buddies ripped like the biggest salvia rip ever and started busting out skateboarding moves like I've never seen before, like landing heel flips first try and like sticking nose blunts.
He fucking leveled up.
He leveled
He's
up.
like fucking took several.
Yeah. Because we thought he would wig out. He
That's
just
hilarious.
hopped on his skateboard in the house, and we had this coffee table and hardwood floor that we would skate because our house sucked, and was just sticking tricks first try. Like he was in like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Tiger.
Salvia.
Yeah, and just like you know what they say about that movie? It's like you only use 20% of your brain. Like that 3 minutes.
Oh yeah,
100%
like
of his brain.
kind of
That
thing.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Like if I put that much pressure on the back and kick my left foot forward, I can land crooks, reverse, nose blunt on a coffee table and peel it out while everybody is laughing at me and I don't care. Like his brain processed that. Yeah, it was nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. DMT is super fun. Dude, drugs are fucking rad as long as like you control the drug. If the drug controls you, then it's kind of a thing, you know. Then
Oh, you've done DMT?
I've done
You're just
DMT
fine,
twice. Oh, dude, you can't put DMT into words.
I've never done it. I don't know.
Oh, dude, Peter, you done DMT? Peter's out. That was it. Yeah, he's got to go like babysit 5 kids. I love DMT. I love, like, it's kind of got that salvia vibe where you're only on it for 3 or 4 minutes, then you come out of it and it's like coming up from a duck dive, like. But the best I can explain DMT, I was on a couch with good people, nobody weirded me out, and I remember I was losing my peripheral vision, so I was like pretty much getting sucked back. So everything was getting wider and wider and wider and wider, and I just remember coming up from it laughing harder than I've ever laughed in my life, where I was like crying and choking and my abs hurt. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Yeah.
It was awesome.
And you know, it's like we did it again. Like as soon as you run it back, you're like, let's do it again. And we did it and it was cool, but it was never as cool as that first time.
Never will be.
I made a video about that with Larry, with Barbecue Larry.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
you
were
can't-
talking about DMT. I remember that.
Yeah, Zach Pearson knows what's up. You can't really explain it, you know. You can't really put it into words, and you can't really do that with mushrooms either. Like you it's just like,
Even LSD and stuff like that.
I've never done acid. I've never done LSD.
Oh,
I totally would though. I just
Same here.
you know,
The only thing I've ever done like psychedelic wise is like I said, salvia, which I fought off, but mushrooms I fully like went into, you know, like
I love
I've done
mushrooms.
some decent doses, you know what I mean?
mushrooms are the best.
And it's a great feeling, but it is really I gotta be honest, it is a roller coaster. It's like there's definitely some ups and downs.
I've thrown up on mushrooms. I've barfed on a homie's carpet, and I was very embarrassed about that.
But again, set and setting. If you go into it knowing, like, if you do it a couple of times and you know like what to expect, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like, you know, if you're paranoid and like freaking out about it, then yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
It also is like
So-
it's the group of people you're with, the environment you're
100%.
in. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I always
So,
do it
like
alone.
when I did acid, when I did acid, like I was like on spring break, so like I had no responsibilities.
Right.
I was with
No homework,
like a good
no
group of
test
friends.
due. Yeah.
Yeah, I was with a good group of friends that like they knew this wasn't their like there was a couple of us who were our first timers, but the others were like non first timers.
Yeast.
And so they're like, all right, cool, we got you, whatever. And there was a couple, and I knew there were sober folks as well too. So I'm just like, all right, like I'm okay, you know.
Yeah.
Like I knew I was in a safe place, and I just like it was good. It was a fun ride. But the thing I hated the most was when I was trying to go to bed.
Dude,
I
that's
could
my
not
jam.
fall asleep for shit. It took me forever to try and fall asleep. I was so exhausted. I'm just like, just let it stop. I want to go to bed. I'm so exhausted.
I mean, it's gonna happen, but that's kind of where the fun is, right? Like you wanted kind of see that experience. Like, I want to hear Pierre's story, but Thomas Joseph just said, I had a bad trip on acid. I got chased by Clifford, the big brown pit. It was a big red dog, by the way. And then swam around in the waterbed like a fish for 3 and 4 hours. See, I would love that. Like, when I have dreams, I know I'm in a dream. Like, I know, like.
I don't think that person was a dream. I think he saw it, like, while he was awake and shit.
No, but I'm saying, but I also have, I'm the type of person when I have a dream, I know, like, I'm on a drug. I'm in a dream. Like, I can do that. Some people think, like, whoa, this is the real world and I can't throw a punch or
oh, yeah.
Peter, have you ever done psychedelics?
No, I've done like 0 drugs other than like I've smoked weed like twice.
All right. Did you like it?
I think really.
Yeah, I think weed's the most overrated drug of all time. I really think it's like nothing.
I don't have anything against drugs like per se, but at the same time, I know my personality, and I feel like, you know, I started doing alcohol and I opened a brewery, you know, so like my scale is kind of 0 to 60 pretty quick, and so I stay away just knowing myself.
Just, I don't put you on the marijuana Mary J. Blige, but, you know, I've been wrong before. But yeah, man, you know, live your life. And if you know that, like,